Checking to make sure I have the mic. Yes, I have the right microphone. Hello, everyone. I will be with you very shortly. I am hoping everything works well today. And yeah, see you in a second. I actually think I might go a little bit sooner. Let me... Which button? This button? No. How about that button? Yes, okay. I feel like I'm a little bit choppy. I feel like I don't know what's going on with my audio, with my video, but I feel like I'm a little bit choppy. I've restarted several times, and I don't think it's changing. I'm not sure what's going on. Perhaps I'm having an issue with my cam link this morning. Hey, Josh. Oh, wow. Thank you very much for that advance subscription. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I am trying to keep up. I know. I don't understand what's going on, honestly. I wish I knew, but OBS, well, no, OBS seems fine, but there's clearly a delay on the camera, and I'm not sure where it's coming from. So I don't know. This really sucks. And it's also really hard to see. It's also really hard to see the screen because there's like lights and shit in the way. So hold on a second. Alexa, garden lights off. As much as I appreciate the assistance, I am not looking for tech support while I'm live. That never ends well for anyone, but I appreciate it. There's also, things are on fire around me. That's my coffee going off. Let me see here. What in the world? No. Okay, we're gonna try deactivating the camera and activating it once more. Alright, I'm just gonna have to, I may just have to deal with it. And, because there's not a lot that I can really do. There's not a lot that I can do right now. I have rebooted, I have unplugged, I have replugged, I have all the camera defaults on. So, hopefully you're hearing me in real time, even if you're seeing me with a slight delay. I am doing my... Oh, I need to... There's a candle, there's like a candle in the way of the monitor, so I can't actually see what everyone's saying. Hold on a second, let me move some things. So, hang tight, and yeah. But good morning, everyone. Hello, I hope that you're doing well. And we're going to be cooking today. I've just got my water going for coffee, so let me actually pour some of that now. I am a little concerned about my video because, you know, front page and because people, and I don't want everyone to be inundated with, what's wrong with the camera? What's wrong with the camera this morning? Oh, I don't know. So, yes, but I hope that everyone is chilling out today, having fun. If you're still in bed, I hope you're still in bed and you're comfy cozy. If you're up and about, I hope you have a good reason. Yeah, let me just... So, to be fair, I hate to ask this, is it just me, or is it a little bit... Is my video image a little bit odd? Is it just me? Okay, so it's not just me. Oh well. Oh well. I don't know what's wrong. I really don't. However, I don't believe that my other webcam I don't believe that my other webcam is going to have issues. So that will be fine in terms of cooking. So don't worry too much about me, only worry about hearing my lovely voice as I walk you through what I'm making today. But I need to move a few things, so let me move a few things and then I'll bring the camera screen up and we'll get going. Oh, Memsy, thank you very much for the cheer. Yes, front page means that my stream may be in the Twitch carousel front page. So if anyone comes through to just twitch.tv, or if they open it up on the app, my stream might be right the first thing they see, or it might be in that carousel, or it may be highly recommended by Twitch, which means that we may have a lot more viewers coming in, or at least we may have a lot more traffic than we usually do. We don't really talk about numbers, but traffic often averages, you know, for a lot of us in the 50s, and in like 50 viewers for our streams, maybe 70, maybe 100. When it happens to front page, it kind of goes into the thousands, and it can be a little overwhelming, a little bit nerve-wracking, but we are ready, we're here, and yeah, and welcome. I'm so glad you found me that way. And thank you for the cheers, thank you for the hype train. I'm going to pre-apologize. Pre-apologize? I pre-apologize. I pre-apologize because, yeah, that's jacked up. This is the only way I know how to make sure I'm not moving with the... Yeah, I'm a little jacked up. That's fine. I don't know why I'm dancing now. I may not catch everything in chat because I'll be focusing on food and hopefully not trying to chop any appendages off. But let me go ahead and, because the large size screen is giving me anxiety, I'm going to go ahead and go to the kitchen screen, which I believe I remember I made a button for. Hey, there we go. Okay, so yes, you'll probably notice it a little less or not. I can always make my camera smaller, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, let me go ahead and wet my filter for my coffee. I also remember I have to put things where they can be seen. So if there is hype a go-go, I will appreciate if everyone can bring some hype. If we get some lovely subs or a hype train or a raid, I might not see it right away. And I indulge your patience while I catch up with things. So my plan is to start the oven because I'm smart. I have all my things written down. And I even have... Wait, where am I, like... You know what I forgot? I forgot my, like, cheating notes. So, I'll be right back once again. Forget my own head if it weren't tied on. So these are my cheating notes in terms of what needs to happen when. And hold on, wait for it. So yeah, I gotta like preheat the oven, flip the wings, then the cheesecake goes down, then cider, etc. So a lot's going on, but let me start the oven up. Why does the picture have a thumb? Oh, that is the switch. So when it's on, and then it automatically turns itself off because the future is glorious. But yeah, as anyone who's come for the cooking streams knows, they're a little bit different. I like to change it up. I don't know if I can do rules of acquisition. I meant to ask if we can hold off on those for a little. Where's my? No. If we can hold off on rules. Star Trek Ask Me Anything, perhaps. We're prepping barbecue. Nice. OMG. I've only just started. And Miss Ash Rocks is rolling through with that raid. Holy crap. It's a Rock Squad raid. Welcome on in, Rock Squad. What is up? How are you doing? What were you doing? What was going on today? Oak, you're playing Call of Duty? Heck yeah, we are starting it off with a hype train. We're starting off with a raid. I am already overwhelmed. I am super whelmed. I am excessively whelmed. So yeah, welcome in, Rock Squad. Thank you, Miss Ash Rocks. I appreciate it. Oh, shit. My language is just gonna be all messed up because I'm doing too many things. But thank you for the sub. I know, right? Deep breaths. Let me start the oven. I also remembered to wear a belt today, so, you know, nobody's gonna get a flash. No one's gonna get a flash of something that they shouldn't get. So yeah. But yes, welcome in everybody. Miss Ash Rocks is also part of the Twitch Creator Growth Program, which sadly is coming to a close for a lot of us. This is going to be my last weekend with front page slots. Some of us have some front page slots that will extend into the week. It's been a heck of a 6 weeks doing this. It has been a heck of a 6 weeks. I forgot to set a timer for my coffee. They're sort of a burgundy, but the filter on the camera may make it a little odd. Let me turn up the... There we go. Okay, I can't really see what I'm doing now, but whatever. So yeah, they're a bit of a burgundy. I haven't worn many pants, to be honest, during this quarantine, because when you're on a webcam, you can only see from this far up anyway. So what does it matter? I know, it feels like it has been ridiculous. It has been ridiculous, like, these 6 weeks. And I've had mixed feelings about, like, this. Front page is a lot. If you've ever done a stream on the front page, if you've ever had a stream on the front page, it's a lot. And I'm not saying, like, oh, you know, see ya wouldn't want to be ya, but it can also be very stressful, not just for me, but also for the regulars, for my community who comes in, because then all of a sudden they're like, okay, who are all these new people, and why don't they know all of our in-jokes? Why are they asking what the bell is for? You know? And it can be stressful for the mods, so I want the mods to be able to relax while we play normal games for a while. We just play normal, regular stuff that is not, you know, thousands of people watching. And hopefully people who visited during the time will come back. I really would love that. But yes, mostly we've had a lot of lovely people. There are cookie, Steven. Grab my cookies, I'm live. So, the oven is heating to 475, which I should have done before I went live, but that's okay. I got coffee, which is in the AeroPress, which is going, and I am going to I'm just gonna get started. So as I've said, we are making we're gonna do some crispy... Hold on, that is really loud. There we go. We are going to be making some crispy roasted wings. We're not frying them. I don't fry in my apartment because I already have enough, like, oil spatter just from cooking. Can I turn down the music? I sure can. Hold on a second. That desktop audio is getting out of hand. Hopefully that's better. I know. I won't do the So let me know if the music is better. I can turn it down even more because pretzel rocks. I have to turn it down to like 2%. So yeah, I don't fry in my kitchen. I don't have an air fryer, which I've thought about getting an air fryer. But I don't have room yet. I need to I have some appliances that I should honestly sell or give away. So the crispy roasted wings are wings that have been brined. Actually, let me go. My wings, let me show you them. These are the party cut wings. Oh wow, hold on. You know what? Brian needs to move a whole lot of things out of the way. There's butter, but we're going to move the butter because it's in the way. But I did leave it out so it's soft, along with the cream cheese. The butter was so soft it just fell on the floor and dented. That's how soft that butter is. Alexa, stop time. So, first, let's get the coffee going because Brian needs his bean juice. But, so these are the wings. They are, they're party wings. They're party cut. They're not the triple jointed, which honestly, I usually make triple jointed wings because I tend to feel like they have a little more moisture, but I'm also super lazy. I am not chopping up wings, and a family pack of the joined wings is cheaper than a family pack of party wings. So, hold on. I'm slowly plunging my coffee. Plunge. Plunge is a lovely word. Plunge. Plunge. Mermaid Jeans rolling in with that first ding of the day. Yes, flats and drummies. That same thing. Flats and drummies. If you buy them at the supermarket, they'll say they'll either say flats and drummies or they'll say party wings. All that means is somebody else cut them for you. Can I buy a coffee plunger at Lowe's? This seems a little off. Wow. I'm also a mess. I am a literal mess in the kitchen, so you will see a lot of me grabbing for towels to wipe things up because I am very spilly. I'm almost out of paper towels on that roll, so I'm gonna have to get a new paper towel roll. Y'all are a mess. Y'all are a mess. So I am just quickly getting some cream for my coffee. Oh, that is so much better. So, essentially what I did with these is I brined them in salt and sugar and fresh pepper and chipotle powder, a ton of chipotle powder. I brined them in that overnight, so about 8 to 12 hours in the fridge. Then I took them out and put them on a rack in the fridge to chill and dry a little bit. I brined them. Yes, I brined them. And then I put them in the fridge to chill for a little bit. And also what that does is when you kind of it dries the meat out a little bit, and the fat that's in the skin, it helps it get crispy when you're going to roast them. But what I'm also going to do, because I don't trust myself, and here's a trick to making baked things crispy, especially chicken with chicken skin, is I'm going to toss them in a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of cornstarch. Cornstarch adds no flavor, but it also lends to drawing moisture out of the skin. So when you roast them, the skin will crisp up a little bit more. It's a cheat. You just have to be very, very careful because you can use too much cornstarch and then everything turns gummy. Unmoisturize me. Yes, unmoisturize me. Dry me out. I haven't had anybody dry me out in months. Do I ever do a yogurt marinade? I have. Alexa, stop. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn off the device. Baking powder does the same thing. You know, so really it's up to you, but just don't use too much because it will get gummy. And it's still edible. It's still edible. It's just not attractive. But sometimes, as we know, there's a higher industry on ugly food, so nothing wrong with ugly food. However, so yeah, basically I have a Ziploc bag. I'm going to throw the wings on in there and toss them with some oil and some cornstarch. And I know you'll probably, like, it's hard to figure out which is the best camera for this, so I'm gonna try, let's see here, how about, let's move you. There we go. So, yeah, and honestly, I would do this with my hands. I don't want to wash my hands 15 times today, because I'm going to be touching a lot of things. We're going to try not to have to, yeah, we're going to try not to have to wash our hands all day. Alright, the oven's coming to temperature, and here's the other thing. I am trying to plan this out. I have tried to plan that the wings take about an hour to cook. The cheesecake takes about an hour to cook. And the cider, you can just make the cider, whatever. So, trying to time this all in and not spend too many hours because I also have Dungeon Crossing later. And then after Dungeon Crossing, I am playing Star Trek with the Rivals. So today's a very busy day for me. Oh, that's lovely. Coffee is good. Cheers, everyone. So, wow. So it's gonna be a very busy day for me. And I also cook slower than I think I do, and I'm talking, so you know. But yes, cornstarch and olive oil, which he totally smacks. Cornstarch and olive oil, totally smacked everything. Smack my chicks up. So yeah, not much because you really just want to get them like slick. There's no good way to talk about this. There's no good way to talk about this. I am a fan of Mary Berry. I'm not a huge fan of the British baking whatever, but I do like Mary Berry. And in her TV show, she is a big fan of zip-top bags. And I appreciate that. So, essentially, this is like the fun part, you know. So, not too much oil. And then, the recipe will tell you for... and I will post the recipes to my Discord later. I was running around this morning and didn't have time to set up links for all the recipes. It'll say like about 2 tablespoons to 3 pounds of wings. That actually seems like a lot to me. And because I air chilled it and dried it out and brined it, I'm not going to put that much in because I don't trust myself to put, frankly, too much baking powder, or sorry, too much cornstarch in this case on it. So I keep leaning, all my utensils are over there, so that's what I keep leaning over there for. So, you know, like that much. It's not even an entire teaspoonful, but it's what I do to start. And if you remember the old commercials, you just kind of shake and bake. And I helped. It's like somebody threw a smoke bomb in the bag. Because you want them to be like lightly coated. You don't want to look in there and see like powdery wings. And they're not going to even be powdery when you're done. So I'll put a little bit more in. And then I'll stop because my oven has just gone off. So Yes, welcome to... Oh, I won't even be able to see even timed out messages. I'm not looking at view count, so you can mention view count, doesn't matter. We're all cool and chill here. We know that there are going to be a lot of viewers in here, so... yes, but for anyone who came in on the raid, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Brian, Urban Bohemian. I am a variety streamer. Today is cooking. I am gay as fuck, in case you could not tell. And let's see, what else interesting is going on with me. I have recently done 2 bits of voice work for Into the Motherlands, if you want to do ! Motherlands. Which I gotta change the command a little bit. Hey, a Quarter Ghost, welcome on in. Thank you for the host. So, but yes, Motherlands. The message says premiere. It is not the premiere. They are actually in like episode 4 now. They're in episode 4. It's going well. I can't always be there for it, so I catch what I missed on YouTube later, or I'll watch the VODs. So yeah, we have tossed our wings, and we're just going to toss them again. Blech. And that bag is ruined. So, let me get this a little bit. Hold on. Oh, I know what the problem is. All this stuff is in the way. It's all in the way. There we go. Tony, good morning. I hope that everyone is doing well. So it's skin side up. Actually, I should have coated this with, well, I coated them with oil, so it'll be fine. I should have coated the rack with oil a little bit too. But it's skin side up if you can find the skin side. And for the flats, I like the broad side, not like the bone side. And not too much distance between them. Normally I do about 8 jointed wings at a time. So for this one I did 12, and then I have 12 in reserve because I bought 2 packs of wings and they made just a bit too many. There were just a bit too many, so I have another pack of these brined in the fridge, ready to make later. Get in the, stop being a butt. And at this point, you can toss anything you want on them. I forgot. My tongs are working. I completely forgot that you can like spritz them with seasoning, whatever you want. I'm gonna toss just a little bit of salt and pepper on them before popping them in the oven. But I am a very low. Hold on a second. An idea you had. You want to start a cooking competition show where famous chefs go up against single moms, but the chefs only get 2 square feet of space and 1 knife to work with. After about 40 minutes, someone comes in and slaps the chef's key ingredient onto the floor. Okay, I felt that in my soul. I felt that in my soul. Wow. So, I do a little bit of salt and pepper, but these have been brined already, so they are tons and tons of tons of salt and pepper in these. If you want to add anything else now, like if you have lemon pepper or roasted garlic salt, or I actually have some smoked sea salt, so if you want to add a smoky flavor to them, you could add anything you want at this point. You can also add things into your brine, so you can add like cider vinegar to your brine, you can add chipotle powder, which I did, but the salt and sugar is the main point to essentially give it flavor and let it caramelize. And we're going to pop this in the oven at 475. So hold on a second. Let me get my handy dandy sheet out. So the wings, essentially, there we go. You preheat the oven to 475. Then you turn it down to 450 when you pop it in for half an hour. And then you flip them. And then you bring it down a little longer to 425. And then you flip for 15 minutes, and then you flip them. And then 400, and they flip them. You don't actually have to flip them. I like to flip them because I like to see my handiwork as it goes. Do I eat them with any kind of sauce? Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do not. I think Alton Brown had a really good wing recipe, which is what I used to use initially. And what I would do with Alton Brown is, I do like the flavor of turmeric. Yes, that sounds awesome. Turmeric. I don't know how to say it, but I love the flavor of it. Sometimes I will melt a little bit of butter, and I will add some hot sauce to that butter, and just as they're done and crispy, I'll toss them in that spicy butter and eat them. But often I am an abomination to wing kind. Hey Kate, I am a unsauced wing person. I actually just like crispy fried wings. So I don't always need a sauce on them. And it's hard to get unsauced wings, so, so this is one good way to do that. But let me pop these in the oven, let me bring the temperature down, and then we'll go while these go, I'll get set up for the cheesecake. Oh, that's hot. Okay, so they do need a little bit of attention. They only take an hour, but they do need some attention. So in 30 minutes, I'm going to have to flip them and turn it down again, and then flip them and turn it down again, flip them and turn it down again. So, all right. So the wings are going. All my cheat sheets are everywhere in the kitchen. Let's try getting started on... These are also like all of my recipes, all the things I'm making, but it is a sweet potato cheesecake that we're making. And as I said, I will put these recipes up in the Discord. So let's see here. I need ginger snaps. So I need to move these things out of the way. Hold on. It's my coffee grinder and my pitcher, moving these out of the way. Well, the floor is out of the way. It's fine. So yeah, I have done cheesecakes. It's one of my favorite things to make. It's a very easy thing to make, and I decided to try making a sweet potato cheesecake a little while ago. It was actually a long while ago, and now when I do sweet potato cheesecake, I see there's so many other recipes for it, and I'm like, did y'all steal my recipe? It's possible they did. But I also make it with a ginger snap crust, because I feel like with all of the fall flavors, essentially, it's the same spices that you use for pumpkin spice, etc. Grinders. Look, a coffee grinder has lasted me a whole lot longer than anyone on Grindr ever did. So, yes. But the first thing I gotta do is I gotta smash up some cookies. So, I wasn't fully prepared for this. But we're gonna make this work. A Ko-Fi grinder. Exclamation point Ko-Fi, you can get that. I do take tips. But no backseating. So I ended up getting, and there are hashtag not sponsored, hashtag not. I will say though, I am wearing Astro Gaming A50 headset. They were kind enough to send me a care package, and these are really comfortable. Like I don't normally wear headphones in the kitchen when I do kitchen streams, but I was like, let me put these on because they're really, really comfortable. And it's nice because I don't have to like have the speakers on. These are slightly lighter than I'm used to, but the sound is nice. So yeah, they sent these to me for free. Just to, put that out there. It is definitely a nice gift, which is why I'm talking about them. So I'm gonna grind some stuff up. So I have a Ninja like food whatever. So I got a blender, I got a smoothie option, and I have a food processor option. So let me go grab the food processor part and we'll put it all together. Let's see, you can't really see this, can you? Hold on. So hopefully that wasn't too jarring for everyone. Yes, those are my potatoes on the floor. I am a very messy kitchen person. So it says a 14-ounce bag of ginger snap cookies. But that is a lot of cookies. I think the last time I did this, I had cookies left over. And I think the first time I ever made this, I had a much larger, much larger springform pan. So, thank you, Blake, and absolutely, please, everyone, sleep. I love it that you're here, but I'd much rather you be getting some sleep. You can always watch me later. You can always get my recipes later on. You can always watch my tweets where I'm ridiculous and dancing in the kitchen. You can always do that later. But thank you for being here, and definitely sleep well. So yeah, I think my original recipe was just too huge of a way too big of a springform pan. So I'm not going to do the entire bag. I think I'm going to do like 8 ounces, and I'll try and measure that out. Let's do the old kitchen scale, which is right next to, you can't really see, but trust me. Trust in me! But I love ginger snap cookies. Love them. Love them. So essentially, when you see some cheesecakes, like it'll go up the side, like the crust will go up the side. Generally, that's what happens when I have too many. So we won't really make too many right now. Okay, so first let's pulse these. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna mute the microphone while I do this because it's loud. Okay, let's have a look. We have different stages of crumb. We have, looks like we have some big crumb, some little crumb. We need a little more, but we're gonna add some butter to, wait, what? Yes, I did put the bag of cookies away. I put the bag of cookies away without snacking one. But Stephen may have snuck in behind me and snagged one. I can't tell. So these are ginger snaps that are in, and I'm gonna make so much mess right now. So much mess. What does Marie Kondo say? I love mess. So the fun thing about taking out your cheeses and your butters and all that, so it's nice and soft, is that it's great, except when you need to move it and it all starts to go in your hand. That's not so great. So we're gonna melt some butter and add it in to make this nice and all. Melt some butter and add it in to make this nice and sorry. You think I've done this enough times? You think I'd know where the cameras are? Clearly, I do not. So I need 6 tablespoons of butter. I'm gonna go with 5. because no, the other one. I want the big one because I'm using less cookies. And I'm gonna put this in the fridge because I don't need it. And I'm gonna melt this in the oven because I'm lazy. I feel like I was saying something and I completely forgot. Oh well. You're gonna make creme brulee? Creme brulee! I like creme brulee. You should make creme brulee. I remember what I was gonna say. You can use any cookie you want. You can even do the traditional graham cracker. You can do the traditional graham cracker. However, if you use cookies, go easy on the sugar. Like, I'm not adding any sugar to this. I'm not adding any sugar to this at all. Because the cookies are plenty sweet. Like, these are... Sorry. These are plenty delicious. So, what I am going to do, I'm going to add the butter in. Normally I'd pour it while, but that can get messy, so I'm just going to pour it in now. There's a lot of things they tell you to do. Did that spill butter on my microphone? Well, congratulations, Mike. You've been buttered. So you got that nice, lovely crumb that is going to be sticky and ready to press into a springform pan, and yummy. Okay, so I need to move things again. So yeah, the reason I like Brian's idea of that cooking show is that I don't really have a large continuous kitchen space. I have like this space here, maybe the sink, and then another space over there, and then tiny spaces on either side of my stove. I don't have a huge space in my kitchen to make stuff, so I love the idea of, yeah, it's a professional cooking show, but you only have this much space. And also, you know, something happening and someone... Because I've cooked with dogs around, and dogs give you no quarter whatsoever. So I have absolutely had to chase a dog because he got a hold of something. And then had to look at it and decide, yeah, no, I can't put that in the dish now. So, you know. So I'm going to have to take this off. The ninja's gonna go. There we go. Yeah, I'm just currently putting everything I'm not using on the floor. Oh my god, I would love a Susie. Anyone who ever offers me your dog, you better be serious about that, because I will always take your dog. Someone's like, do you want a dog? Yes. So I use baking spray. You can also use melted butter. I might just use some of the butter that's left over. You can't really see it. I might use some of the butter left over in this. But I have a lovely cake round. I bought these. They're fancy. And some of them I have to trim down depending on the size of my pan. So I'm not worried about the parchment in the bottom. But yeah, you can just buy these like at Wilton or whatever. I don't want to have to sit here measuring out parchment paper every time. And then if you remember the flat sheets that I had last stream, they're kind of perfect for cutting into. They're kind of perfect for cutting right into shape and size and putting around the edges. So that's what I'm going to do. But I'm just going to paint up the sides so that they stick with a little bit of butter. I sincerely hope that everyone is having a wonderful Saturday. I'll be honest, the thing with the camera is bothering me a lot, but the show must go on. And it's not too bad, and you can hear me, and you can see what I'm doing, and that's what's the important part, right? This background, this is Pretzel Rocks. So we're currently listening to Pretzel Rocks, and it is, I'm especially thinking of the Proud Owl, Zeki, because this is the elevator music station. And I was like, this is something he and I both share a love for. If anybody really wants to hear music, if you go online and look for Seaberg, S as in Stephen, E-E, B as in boy, U-R-G, Seaberg 1000, they play some of the original music that was played in stores and shopping parks and offices, and they play it constantly. Awkwardish Panda, good morning, welcome. So now my parchment whatever should stick nicely. Which side is that? I think that's that side. Should stick without much trouble or effort. Parchment is a lifesaver. It doesn't fit all the way around, and that's fine. It doesn't really need to. It just needs to, like, you know, have a good level of non-stick-to-itiveness. Mine is never perfect, and yours doesn't have to be either. We don't cook shame, method shame. We don't do any of that stuff here. So this can be a little bit weird, and you can feel free to use whatever method you like to make this happen. I like to, sometimes I like to use the bottom of a, oh, that's good. I like to use the bottom of a glass to push it in. Look, I'm going to make simple syrup later, so y'all better act right. I just didn't want... See, this is on a cooking show. I'd have like an intern just off camera who'd be taking all these things away from me and washing them. I don't have that. So because of the crumb, you can kind of slide it in, but then you're going to want to smush it in with something, and I like to use a glass. Or you could also use one of these, which might be perfect, actually. Which one is that? That's my 3/4 cup. Let's use one of these. And we're just smushing it around to the edge. This may not have a crawl up the side because I didn't use tons of cookies, but that's okay because it's less to manage. And sometimes less to manage when you're cooking is a good thing. But I've done this with a drinking glass. I've done this with the bottom of a beaker. I have done this with my hands, but it's never quite as good. I mean, some things are better when you use your hands, I'm just gonna say. But this, not so much. And you can press it down. So you'll see, I have enough now for the flat bottom. If I had done the whole bag of cookies, I'd be... And the reason that I use this is because that round edge, you can smush it up against the side of the bowl, so like you can smush it up, and it helps make that curve up the side. But if you're going to do that, you want to give the parchment paper a little bit of a butter too, and that's fine. So we just want to spread this out, get it to the edges. Try to even it out. If it's not super even, it's not going to matter. I promise you, if it's not super even, it's not going to matter. I'll say it again. It's not going to matter. So I've got about 12 minutes on the first round of the wings. And yeah, so that's what we're looking for. We're essentially looking for that. As you can see, it's super flat. Flat bottom pans make the world go around. I feel like you're referencing something. So I'm going to take a little bit of a breather and check in. How are y'all? How is everyone? How are things? I say I don't look at the numbers, but I lied. I'm looking at the numbers. Oh, it's a nice light day today. Excellent. Because it's just us. It's just us. And that's what's more important to me than the world. But I can see out my window that it looks like it's going to be a little wet, maybe moist today. I see like a little bit of moisture on the ground. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you, Stacy and Glass Flippers. Enjoy that gift sub. Thank you so much. I forgot to do this earlier. So, it's already gone from my brain. What was I doing? Wait, did you come back? Wait, hold up. Did I completely miss that? Listen, I'm a flat Oh, nice. I gotta say, I am missing out on all the pan puns. They completely fly over my head, which I'm like, oh, I see what you did there. So, our crust is done. We're gonna bake it shortly. I am in the middle of things. I can't really do a real rule of acquisition because that's more papers and stuff. But I will look at the redemptions when we're closer to ending, and I will check. But hey, Scott. So I'll check who asked for rule of acquisition. Probably the only thing I really can do right now is if you want to do the Star Trek Ask Me Anything, that I can probably do. But the rules of acquisition, I've got to go get the list and you know, do the thing. So I apologize for that. I'm going to put this here. You can see it's right in front of my camera. Everything turns into a shelf for something else when we're cooking. So, I got about 9 minutes on the first batch of wings. The time I was most surprised by a Trek thing. I was surprised at Star Trek Generations that they ever actually got the original cast and thought that that was a good idea. I was surprised by that. I know that's snarky and nasty and mean and shady, but really? It's big mixer time. Nick? Oh my gosh.
Ta-da!
Nick, thank you. That is so kind. Oof. Oh, well, I will simply say I did watch. I watched episode 2 of the new season of Discovery, and I liked it. I'm not gonna say anything else because people here may not have had a chance to watch it yet. But if you want, we have. If you want, there is a spoilers channel in my Discord. There is a spoilers channel in a lot of Discords. But if you want to discuss it there, I'm happy to discuss specifics. I definitely have questions. You know, I think something's going on, but I'm not going to worry about it. So... Okay, so, but yeah, I have thoughts. I have feelings. After worrying my ass off about this stream, I said around like 8:30 last night, I'm going to stop worrying about today. I'm going to sit down and enjoy Discovery, and I did. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It had very familiar story beats. It had very, very familiar story beats. I mean, you know the type of... If you watched it, you know the type of story and episode that they were going with. Pardon me, I'm trying to remember how to turn this so you can actually see it. And so it wasn't, you know... It didn't tread super new ground, but if you were to see, like, if you were to watch, not yesterday's, last week's episode and this week's episode together, I think they would pair well. They'd pair very well together. That's a whisk. It's not really good for... See, it's odd. The whisk you'd think would be the better one for like spanking, but actually the paddle attachment. I don't know. I also don't know what I'm saying right now. I have no idea what I'm saying right now. No. I have no idea. No. I don't know where any of that came from. Anyway. Oh! Well, thank you, Panda. I'm so glad that I'm on your large screen. Very large. Okay, so the question is... I've got 5 minutes on the wings. I need to take that down and flip it. So per my recipe, we can add basically cream cheese, butter, and sugar. So I need the 3 packages of cream cheese, 8 tablespoons of butter, which is basically 1 stick, and a cup of sugar. So let me start that. It is, I love it. I love my KitchenAid mixer. It's lovely. Or if you were in a Quarter Ghost or the Proud Owl stream, you would say it's loafly. Now, I was smart, and I took out the cream cheese last night, and the eggs, and the butter, so everything is at room temperature. The fun part about room temperature anything is, it's also really, really squishy. So, like, it's... Can you even get... Okay, well... It's really squishy. So, we're gonna be squidging a lot of this into the... Oh, jeez. Oh, it's everywhere. Ah! Oh, get a towel. Oh. So my hands are about to be super, super creamy. Get in there. Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of scraping. A lot. You want to get some wipes, maybe freshen yourself up before or after. You know, it's perfectly understandable. Maybe you need to, like, wash off, get a shower afterwards. Perfectly fine. Nobody here will judge you. I just got cream cheese all over the floor. And, oh, on my pants. No, not my pants. I love these pants. Hold on a second. Going down. So, I'm also wearing shoes in the kitchen because accidents happen, things spill. When you're on your own, don't worry about it. But if you're perhaps live on the internet in front of a bunch of people, you may want to wear shoes just in case there are slippy things. And you're right, I should have an apron on, but this shirt is just too fabulous to have an apron over. Although I do... Oh, that's cream cheese. I do have my pirate baking shirt. It's not baking... I mean... Okay, 2 minutes on that. I can smell that those wings are getting roasty toasty. So that's excellent. So we'll try and open this in a way that we don't have too much sticky cream cheese. And you know, in case I don't say it enough, thank you for indulging me. Thank you for, at least via Twitch, letting me live out a dream slash fantasy. I have always kind of wanted to have my own cooking show. You know, I've been a foodie for a while. I love sharing my recipes and sharing my methods. So I kind of get to have it in this way, and that's nice. Sadly, I don't have a professional kitchen. So for anyone who's ever, if you ever ask a friend like, oh my gosh, you should make these and sell these, please know that to really make a business out of selling food, you have to do a whole lot more than just make stuff in your kitchen. You know, you have to pass health code, like you have to pass a test for health codes. You have to have a professional kitchen that's not your own kitchen. And depending on who you serve, you may have to have separate areas in the kitchen. So you may have to have a kitchen that has 2 stations somewhere else. Would I consider doing any holiday cooking, baking on stream? I would. You know, I would. Oh, hold up. I have to go flip my wings. If y'all will pardon me, I have to go flip my wings. So, let me see here. Yes, I know. So the wings are... Hold on. The wings are underway. As you can see, they're not done yet. They're just looking on the outside. So please don't mind my back while I flip these wings. So those go on their back at, they go back. Sorry, wow, I've lost words again. So those, essentially they flip. So I roasted them skin side up, and now they're roasting skin side down. And for wings, you can kind of determine whatever skin side means to you. For 15 minutes at 425, and then after 15 minutes, I'm gonna drop them to 400 for another 15 minutes, and then they should be done. But I will flip them again in 15 minutes. So, right, back to this. We got cream cheese in there, and I suspect that this batter is going to make more than my pan can handle, so that's fine. Sometimes what I do is I'll make another mini cheesecake along with the big cheesecake, because a mini cheesecake, you can also do fun things with like the size and scale and do fun pictures with that. Here we go. Where'd my butter go? So one whole stick of butter that I kind of dropped on the floor, but it's okay. So this is the stick of butter that you put in the dish, because it's you can't really cut it into anything else. So we're just gonna go ahead and plop this right on into the bowl. Oh, take care, Mermaid. Thank you for hanging out, Mermaid Jeans. Hopefully see you very soon. Can I get I know I got one earlier. Can I get a shout out for Mermaid Jeans, please? Anyone who gets a shout out in this stream is someone who I believe that you should give a follow. You should check out their content, and if you like their content, you should absolutely hang around. So if you get an auto shout out because you're a team member, or you're on the Twitch Creator Growth Program, or you're a friend, or a mod gives you a shout out, it's because it's somebody who I think you should check out. Okay, so we're adding all the butter. That's a lot of butter. The hell? Oh well, it's my recipe. I have to trust myself, which, as we all know, is sometimes the hardest thing to do. Oh my gosh, Nick, what? Oh, I mean, I talk about my own butt, and it's, you know, we don't have to have a whole conversation about that, but be mindful of that. No, hold on. Where's my half cup measure? I have too many cups. There we go. Half cup measure. We're gonna do that twice. Oh my gosh. Okay, so cup of sugar. So per my ingredients, let's see here. Yeah, mix until smooth. Yep. Okay, so that's it. We're gonna actually go ahead and scrape the rest of the cream cheese from the packages onto the paddle attachment because it's gonna go in anyway. But everything here has been made to room temperature and smooth, so it should be fine and good to go. Some people would say use the whisk. Where's my? I can't find things. I'm not this handed. Wait. There we go. So now you've got some buttery, buttery, creamy cream cheese. It's very sweet as well. There we go. So next we want to add the sweet potato puree. So essentially, and somebody asked me this. I talked about this. I use canned candied yams or canned sweet potatoes. Because these are candied, they're going to be sweeter. But essentially, you know, there's a whole discussion and debate, and you can go look it up online about sweet potatoes versus yams. They are technically different things, but the terminology has sort of blended for the two of them. So that's just kind of what's up. I need my can opener. There we go. Somebody suggested that I should apply to OXO as an influencer, and I was like, I don't have any OXO goods. And then I looked around the kitchen, and I'm like, no, I literally have all the OXO goods, so maybe I should do that. So yeah, and if you really wanted to, if you were making sweet potatoes and you had some left over, you could just use those and mash them up and put them in here. But what I'm doing is lazy. I am going to, hold on. This is wet and sweet. So what I need is, what do I need? I need a bowl. I need a few bowls. So give me a moment. We'll do it this way, because what I want to do is strain the liquid. I want to strain the liquid and mash up the, oh my gosh! Oh wow, y'all are being really kind this morning, and I appreciate it. I appreciate all y'all. But what I want to do is essentially drain these. there's not much liquid. Normally what I'd say is like you want to save the liquid in case the puree is a little firm, but there's not too much liquid. Don't mind you just showing off your streak. Dazbiff. Well, oh my. But thank you.
Trans rights are human rights.
Oh, shit.
Trans rights are human rights. Trans rights are
I can't read what the message is, Brian, but thank you very much for the donation. That's what, $2,166. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I haven't said, though I haven't really said a lot, but we are raising money for Trans Lifeline. It has been a fantastic campaign this October. Rainbow Arcade has looks like the translate. Oh, thank you. Rainbow Arcade has blown all of our goals out of the water in terms of so I'm just gonna mash these with a spatula because that's what was hand. Rainbow Arcade has busted all of our goals. We started with like $20,000 and that was blown out before even half of October was over. I think the team total, hold on. Yeah, the team total is over $51,000. Over $51,000 for Trans Lifeline, for Trans Heart October. And you know, we had very modest goals. We were not really expecting a lot. So sorry to walk you through what I'm doing. So it was about a 14-ounce can of sweet potatoes, candied yams, however you want to call it. And I drained that. And now I am literally just pureeing it together by hand. You can do this with a tool if you want a masher, whatever. Essentially, you want to go ahead and just smoosh it all together, break down the potatoes, make it one nice lumpy mass.
Are human rights.
Oh, crap.
Trans rights are human rights.
Thank you very much for the donation.
Rights are human rights.
Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it.
Trans rights are human rights.
Oh, what is happening?
Trans rights are human rights.
Nick, what are you...
Trans rights are human rights.
Nick! Whoa! Oh, God. So, you want to take your yams and puree them into a lump and then try not to lose your composure when someone blows your donation goals out of the water. You don't have to form them into a ball. I just kind of happened to. And, yeah. Thank you. That is, I'm not going to cry on stream. I'm not. Your generosity knows no bounds. Anyone who has Bleepnik in their community already knows this. You are very kind and generous, and it is appreciated. I am just, thank you. It's really appreciated. Thank you. I'm not going to embarrass you, but maybe a little bit. So, I got about 5 minutes before my next flip. We're going to add the sweet potato puree on in. This is funk. But thank you. That is super kind. Several times during this month, I basically wanted to say, I'm just going to stop the charity because y'all have already given so much. There has been so much generosity. I just can't. I can't keep up. But I appreciate your generosity. I just appreciate you hanging out with me because sometimes fun. Where's the freaking? There it is. What you don't know is my keyboard is like right here. My keyboard's right here, so I'm also trying not to hit it. So we're gonna add the sweet potatoes to the butter, sugar, and cream cheese and mix those together, and we're gonna get it's gonna turn into that lovely kind of orangish color. If you're not a sweet potato fan, I presume that you can also do this with pumpkin puree. I'll go out on a limb and guess that you could take one of those cans of pumpkin pie filling. You could take one of those cans of pumpkin pie filling and dump it in just the same, and that way you'd make a pumpkin cheesecake. Did I lower the amount of cream cheese because you're adding sweet potatoes? Yes, actually, I did. Is there any concern about the volume of the mixture being too much? No. I actually did. I took out one block of cream cheese that I'd normally add in for this recipe, and I swapped it out with the sweet potato. And no. Now, because there may be a little bit extra left over that I could just eat with a spoon or, you know, whatever. But yeah, you could add that. I will say this cheesecake recipe has no flour, so I'm not saying you have to worry about over mixing. But a lot of cheesecake recipes have flour and sour cream. This one doesn't. It omits all of that. But it does have a lot of eggs. Okay, so that's a nice orangish color. I am tempted to put like a drop or two of orange food coloring in there. Oh, why not? Let's put a drop. Let's put like a drop in there to make it a little extra orange. Why not? Because it's Halloween. Or yes, sandwich between two ginger snaps. Whatever. Okay, we're gonna put one drop of orange food coloring in. And we're gonna put one more drop in. There we go. It's probably subtle. You may not be able to see it super well on stream, but just a drop or two of color. So I got about 2 minutes before I need to flip the wings again. Oh, sorry, that was 2 seconds. So give me just a moment and let me flip my wings, turn them down one more step. So I'll be RB. Yes, okay. Thank you for the follow. Okay, so this should need another 15 minutes. What are we at, 9 o'clock? Well, one, that means our time on the front page is almost over. So, you know, that's fine. And, what's next? So, we need to add apple cider, ginger, cinnamon, nutmeg, and cream. And then eggs. So, let's see here. We need 3 tablespoons of apple cider, which is inconvenient because I'm making apple cider later, so I can just use some of that apple cider and throw it in. If you have mulled apple cider already, that'd be a great thing to throw in here too, because it's already got the spices in it. What did it say, 3 tablespoons? So let me go grab my cider. is grocery store cider. You can go ahead and get, like, if you can go to a farmer's market or an apple picking or a hayride or a farm right now, get the real deal. But supermarket is okay. If you can't find apple cider, apple juice is also alright. It doesn't have quite the same zing, but it's okay. So let's do 3 tablespoons of apple cider. I feel like the apple cider is not super necessary, but it's my recipe. I should probably follow it. Hey, Hoblet! Okay, so I need, what do I need? 3/4 of a teaspoon. 3/4 of a teaspoon of a lot of things. So let me find my measuring spoons. So yeah, I need 3/4 of a teaspoon of ginger, cinnamon, and nutmeg, which I happen to have. I happen to have like the spices just as they are, so I'm gonna go ahead with 3/4 teaspoon of ginger. It's ground ginger, it's fine. 1, 2, 3. 3/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. This is from Penzies. I need to re-up my stock. I think last time I asked, somebody said yes, they are still shipping. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And then for nutmeg, because I'm super fancy, I actually grate. I grate it fresh because it makes a big difference. So, where's my nutmeg? Where's one that I've already grated? There we go. It makes a huge difference to grate the nutmeg fresh. Oh, did somebody ask a question? Oh, yes. It is made from ginger snaps and butter. Butter, butter, butter. I realize I'm a little all over the place, but I don't normally make these things all at once. I don't make these things often at the same time. So, I'm sorry, Nick, what? Nick, you what? Okay, so let me see here. Yeah. So we're gonna zest. This is a zester. Also, you know, grater or whatever, and microplane zester. I just grate it fresh. It can take a little longer because nutmeg is kind of finicky. And I don't really know how much it is. The other thing I use fresh nutmeg for is when I make eggnog. I make eggnog fresh. Okay, that's 1. That's 2. And because it's fresh, I'm not too worried about not having like a full, because certain spices dried are more powerful punch than fresh. Other spices, fresh, are more powerful than dried. For me, nutmeg fresh is a lot more hoof, like arf. Y'all are never gonna leave me. Y'all are never gonna let me forget I said the store-bought thing. Oh, I don't know. I've always done it that way because I need to keep because of the bowl that I'm using. I want to make sure that I don't move it too much around. But I don't know. Okay, so. And, oh, cream. We need cream. So I need 2 tablespoons of cream. 1 moment. Heavy whipping cream. Hey, Tanya, welcome back. It is a-okay that you fell asleep. It is a nice sleepy morning. Oh, wow, okay. My cream is turned into... Which cream? There we go. You can also use half and half. Trying to replace everything back in the fridge. Okay, so once again, per my recipe, let's bring this paddle back up. Let's stir these new things in. Now it starts to turn into a little bit of a mess because you've got all the spices in there, the liquids. You want to just mix it for even distribution. Okay, so now it's got that like pie-like with us. You can see like the dark spices throughout the cream cheese and the butter and the sugar, and it's like you can see like the spices like speckled in there, so it's like really pretty. So now we just want to add the eggs, and I think for the most part I'm almost done. So let me crack the eggs. Two at a time, it says. I think I've done it where I just throw them all in there at once, but again, let's follow my own recipe for a change, and not substitutions as we're on the go. But our batter is almost ready. And I got 7 minutes before our rings are done. So that'll be about a good point. What we're going to do is we'll pre-bake the crust in the oven just to get it firmed up. And then once it's done, no baking improv. Haha! Am I a raw cheesecake cookie dough taster? Yes, I am. But as we've discussed before, if you want to make a quote-unquote raw dough to taste, you can use pasteurized eggs. Such things do exist. You can also make a lot of substitutions for eggs. If you are vegan, you can make a lot of substitutions for that. Let me scrape down the bowl. But yeah, now we've got like a nice kind of creamy batter. Let me go down below just to make sure that nothing is... Yeah, I don't think anything is stuck down there. But the problem with the KitchenAid... Sorry, hold on. The problem with the KitchenAid is it's really lovely, but you can't... It's not a glass bowl, so you can't see through to see like, oh, is there like a big, massive, unmixed lump of cream cheese at the bottom? I don't know. So once I'm done, I gotta like turn it around a little bit, scrape under the bowl just to make sure I've got everything. But yeah, for the most part, this should be good to go. So what I do first is I throw the crust in the oven at 350 for about 10 minutes. Now normally I do that while I'm making this so I can do it at the same time, but the oven is currently occupied, so I'm going to turn it down when the wings are done. Bake this. I don't have to like blind bake it or like weight it down to bake it, because it's fine. It's not going to do anything. And then I pour this on top, and if it looks like too much, I just reserve whatever, and I put that into a separate Tupperware, and I make a smaller cheesecake later. Or I may, if I make brownies, I may pour that on top of the brownies and swirl it in to make cheesecake brownies. You can do a lot. You can make a cheesecake batter and do a lot with it. Period. Like I've got a store-bought. I've got a store-bought mix of Ghirardelli brownies. I could make that, and I could make these and pour the cheesecake in and swirl it around and bake them, and it'd be fine. So there's a lot you can do with it. You can also you can do it in muffin tins. You could make just a flat, no crust cheesecake, and then whatever's left over, scoop that into balls and chill them, and then dip those balls in chocolate or dip those balls in caramel sauce, and then you have like cheesecake balls or chocolate cheesecake balls or caramel cheesecake balls. You can do a lot. You can do a lot. Why is a lot of my food ball oriented? I don't know. Okay, so everything is looking good. I'm gonna start throwing some things in the dishwasher because I am running out of sink space. I'm also gonna finish my coffee. I live in an apartment. I do have the fan running behind me that is pointed directly at the smoke detector, because anytime I do anything over 450 in the oven, there's always a chance that's gonna go off. So I hope it doesn't. The wings have got about 3 more minutes left. I'm gonna throw some things in the dishwasher, because hey, Sazerac, welcome. Sazerac, did you see Monster Camp? Did you see? Don't mind me, I'm a mess. Alright, so I might need this for the cider later, so that's gonna stay. But other things can go. So yeah, sorry, I am now just, why does this music make you feel grown and sexy? That is the power of lounge music. Hi there. Because I'm of a certain age, other people may be of a certain age. Ooh, hold on. If I had to listen to a Star Trek theme song on loop for 24 hours, that would actually be from a movie, and I can't remember which one it was. I think it might have been, I don't know if it was Generations or Insurrection, where it's like, I think it was First Contact. Was it First Contact? Yes, because that's the theme that plays when the Vulcans come off of the ship and the thing. I'm sorry. Now just randomly singing Star Trek music. I don't actually have like a thing for video game music, so I can't recognize video game songs. But if I had to listen to an opening theme song, it would be a tie between Deep Space Nine and Voyager. It would be a tie between those two. Yeah, I think, yeah. Bleh. My wings are done. Ding, wings are done. Let me get them out. Let me show you my wings. I'll do this properly. So, let's see here. Can you see them? Are they good? So yeah. This is what you'll have at So when you're done, yeah, you can kind of get them there as well. And it's, you know, you can do this without the cornstarch, but I would not recommend it. They will still roast just fine. But this method of essentially super high heat to start, so 475 to start, then the minute you put them in, bring it down to 450, do that for a half an hour, flip them, do that for 425 for 15 minutes, flip them again, and 400 for 15 minutes, and they should be done. If they're not done, they are still currently hot and cooking. I would not eat them right now unless you have asbestos hands and an asbestos mouth. I have burned myself on wings before. It's not fun. It's not cute. But I am very glad you appreciate my wings. So this is, and I just want to say, like, we were just chatting while this happened. Like this took, now there is some prep time. There is about 20 minutes of prep time if you want to brine them ahead of time, or even if you just want to season them. You don't have to brine them. You can put them in, like, I'm looking at this camera. You can put them in, you can put them in a Ziploc bag with, like, whatever your favorite seasonings are and some oil, and squidge them up together and then just leave them. But I would also take them out to air chill if you can, and that's it. But this takes an hour, and you can make more if you have a bigger oven, if you have a larger rack. I've never done 2 racks of wings at the same time, and I guess I'm gonna have to test that soon, because if you're making wings for a party, you want to make more, right? Personally, I am my own party, so this is plenty enough for me. So I'm gonna put these somewhere. Actually, I'll put them right here for the time being. I'm definitely gonna get, I am absolutely gonna get some of these later. But why don't I go ahead and pop the crust in the oven for a quick bake, because let's get all that butter and all that crust, like, bubbling and good and yummy. And so let me do this for about 5-ish minutes, and then I will pour the cheesecake batter in, and then I will I'll get some mulled cider going. What are we at? 9 o'clock? Okay. I'll get some mulled cider going, then we'll do some cocktails, then we'll do the candy corn tasting. I know I have a lot going on. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. If you got to go do things, great. If you got to go prep for D&D today, that's awesome. I got to go prep for D&D today because I don't know what I'm wearing. So the only other thing I might do is I might put foil around the underside of the springform pan. I'm not super concerned about it. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do a water bath. Sometimes. This one rarely cracks, this cheesecake, because it's so much liquid and fluff in it. It rarely cracks, but sometimes I'll do a water bath. I may not bother today because I'm not super concerned about it. But you can do a lot. You can do and your own. And I actually specifically say in this recipe, whatever cheesecake method baking you want to use is fine. I go 350 for an hour because it's simple. But I know some people who do high, then they turn it down, then they turn it down, then they leave it in the oven for like ever, and then overnight. So sometimes I do use a water bath. Sometimes. Today I'm not going to, but sometimes I do. Today I'm just going for the easy peasy lemon squeezy. Slick and cheesy, or whatever. Yes, we actually got to see a lovely stream of chatting and DM prep with Cypher of Tyr, and then the weekend turned into the weekend, so it's nice to know that you're fully prepped for next weekend. You use a dust bath? Brian. Oh, crap. It helps if I put a timer on. I'm so smart. Be like, what's that smell? No, my crust! Whew. No, I have not watched the intakes. Is that... I have not watched the intakes. Is that like a behind the scenes? Is that a fan-made show? Is it like an interview one? Is it a post episode? Like, I know what's his name. Will Wheaton has the debrief, the ready room, but what is intakes? I'm curious. A fan edits the bloopers into the actual... Okay, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. Okay. So for anyone who does not know... oh, pardon me. It's gone. It was in my head and it's gone. Yay! Live entertainment. So yes, after we're done here, I'm going to be deciding what I'm wearing for Dungeon Crossing, moving all of this crap back into the living room, and getting ready for that Zoom call, which I'll be streaming on this channel. And then later, I will be... later, I'll be doing a Star Trek Adventures one-shot with Rivals of Waterdeep on the Roll20 channel. We're going to be doing a one-shot. They're raising charity for Code 24... Code 4... I really should have had notes for this. But yes, I'll be Star Trekking across the universe. And yeah, I was going to... I had a lot of... Code 2040. Thank you. Jeez, I'm the worst. The worst. I was going to do a whole lot, like, with a character, but I realized it's a one-shot. Y'all already know that I overthink. I overthink things. But it's a one-shot. It's for charity. It's playing with friends that I really enjoy playing with. So I don't want to fuck it up. But if you watch Tanya's stream, you'll know that the character that I have submitted is a Bajoran science officer, specialization in communications and operations. So I've asked for lieutenant commander rank, but a lieutenant rank would be fine. Essentially, I'm just like, what kind of Bajoran? Sorry, Beta Z, not Bajoran. I could do Bajoran. Oh wow, I could do Angry Bajoran some other time. Betazoid. I am from Beta Z, and I am a communications officer. So that's what we're going with. I actually do have an outfit for that. I tried on a bunch of different blues today, so I have an outfit for that. I don't know what I'm wearing for Dungeon Crossing. I'll figure that out later. But hopefully I'm not running to finish too many things. But so my crust is almost done. Thankfully, I don't have to wait for the cheesecake to be done on stream. I would love it. A Starfleet outfit, you silly. I would love to show you the results of the cheesecake, but that may be a Twitter post later. It depends. Depends on how much longer we keep talking and hanging out. But let's see here. So next up in our cozy comfort food, comfy whatever cooking stream, we're going to do some mulled apple cider in a slow cooker, which is super simple. I think I've done it on stream before. Essentially, it's apple cider, spices, and an orange sliced up, and you set it on low for a few hours, and it makes your place smell amazing while you're doing the thing. But yes, I'm looking forward to the Star Trek one-shot. Y'all can all live long and prosper. Or if you saw the gif from Lower Decks, live long and prosper. Don't you dare give me that sarcastic Vulcan salute! I just love the fact that, like, at some point somebody's like, yeah, live long and prosper, whatever. It's like the up yours of the future. Vulcan, deuces. Okay. So the crust is just about done. I'm going to take it out and let it cool for a second. There is not much change There's not much change. I didn't use tons and tons of butter. So you're not seeing any bubbling. That's how you know you may have used too much butter. If it comes out and it's kind of sizzling and bubbling, you might have put too much butter in there, but is too much butter really a thing? I don't know. I don't think so. But it looks exactly the same. And I'm going to give it a moment to cool before we pour the batter on top. Oh, goodness gracious. Why in the world have I ever decided to cook live on the internet? I shall never know. But y'all seem to enjoy it, so I think I've said that before. I've said before, like, how happy it makes me that I don't always have to play video games on Twitch. That I and other streamers are able to do other things. And people are still into it. You know, and I appreciate it. If somebody woke up this morning and wanted to watch Call of Duty, I'm obviously not the stream for you. But if you just wanted to hang out, and chill, yeah, this is the perfect thing to do. Especially if you want to stay in bed because you're not missing anything. You just ordered a spiced apple cider Earl Grey. Oh, that sounds delightful. Yeah, you know, I have thought about trying to get some crafting done, but I gotta make sure I have crafting ingredients and reteach myself how to do some stuff. But that'll be later. You know, with winter, oh gosh, I realize, like, you know, our year is just fucked. It really is, and that sucks. And it sucks that we don't even get to properly mourn it, you know? Like, after we're able to be around each other, like, we still have to deal with the fact that, yeah, we lost, like, at least right now, 3/4 of a year, as far as we know. Possibly longer. So, I am, sorry, I'm making myself sad now. But I'm just happy that I get to do fun things. We get to try things. We get to do new things, interesting things. And yeah, it's just like, so I'm glad that you're here. I hope that you have found I hope you found, like, the social things you need in online spaces, because right now that's what most of us have. And I really hope that everyone's keeping safe. If you have a job where you're considered essential, I hope that you're doing everything you can to stay safe. If you have people who are immunocompromised or in high-risk groups, I hope that you are taking care of them. I hope that you got your flu shot. I hope that if you need to see the doctor, you're able to do that. I hope that you're able to do a lot of things, and I really sincerely hope that 2021 will be better. Hey, Painting Pirate! I hope 2021 will be better for all of us. I really... Oh, sorry about that. Ah! Because 2020 is kind of shit. It's kind of shit, and we can admit that. So yeah, oh, there we go. Okay, so the looks like from the stirring, the cheesecake batter is just fine. It should be pourable, yes. See, it doesn't do the whipped cream thing, so yeah, there will be plenty to lick off if I decide to lick it off. But it has that nice, like, thump to it. Like that thump to it. So, and I've got wings to eat here. This year you found me and Cypher. Oh my gosh, yay! Pardon me. I'm so glad that everyone has been able to find more creative outlets. I mean, there are a shit ton of people more on Twitch now, and a lot of them enjoy it. And we have to acknowledge that a lot of them are doing it because they need an income. So make sure that if you know streamers who you really enjoy their content and they're doing this because it's their job, make sure you come out and support them. Make sure you do your best to support them because, yeah. Oh, well, congratulations to your niece.
Ta-da!
One of us, one of us, one of us. That's how we talk when straights aren't around. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Joking. We don't actually talk like that. We talk like that all the time. All right, it's time for a pour. So let's give it a shot. You got into Twitch from discovering... Oh, neat! Gary Witta does not stop. I will say. I only knew who he was by name, and then one of us, Geeble Gobble, Geeble Gobble. What is that from? What is the Geeble Gobble from? I don't know. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and give it just a little spatula stir just to make sure. This cake does rise. It does rise, but not tons. So let's see how much batter we've got, and let's pour it on in there. We've got our parchment pieces are ready to grab any spills. So, freaks. Oh, okay, I don't know that one. You had to stand in line and get a flu shot and test because of outbreaks concerns. Yeah. Like, I leave my apartment maybe once a week. I leave my building maybe once every 2 weeks. It's weird. It's really weird. But let's go ahead and pour this in. So... You don't really have to like shake it to tap it. Like sometimes they're like, oh well, tap it to make sure it's even. It's not really a problem. It's not really a problem. But you do want to make sure you try not to go over the pan rim. So, just like cooking, always support the bottom and try not to go over the rim. Unless it's your first time, in which case do go over the instructions. So we might actually go ahead and throw all of this in, because it looks like all of it will fit. Oh no, I spilled some. Okay, not all of it. We won't do all of it. We'll save some. Oh no, I spilled it. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, little jiggles, it's fine. We're not gonna wrap it. Actually, it'll be okay. We're gonna let this bake for an hour at 350 degrees. We have a little bit left over, which I'm gonna spoon into another container. And maybe make a small cheesecake later, or maybe make something. Hey, order a cheesecake. I would say order it from me, but I am not a professional business, so. Are we doing... Oh gosh. Robert's Rules of Order? No, please no, please no. Okay, it is 9:30, which means that's going to take an hour in the oven at 350. I may check on it. In an hour, but I'll probably leave it in the oven, continuing to like cool down or cook down. Gotta make sure these are center. And that is it for the cheesecake. So yeah, for 350 for an hour, it should be just set around the edges and slightly jiggly in the center. I'm gonna then just turn the heat off and leave it in the oven to cool, and then I refrigerate it. So the thing with a cheesecake is, it's really hard to make it the day of. Like if you need it that day, make it the night before, because it really needs to set in the fridge to firm up. But yeah, slightly jiggly, and oh goodness gracious, can we talk about like 2020 slightly jiggly in the center? There we go. And that is 100% okay. So, I have a little bit of this left over. I will say I still barely notice that I'm wearing the A50s. Hashtag free gift. Hashtag sponsored. But you will probably see me wearing them more today. Oh, Dasbiff, if you could come over, that was about to sound really lewd. And the reason it was lewd is because I've totally said that before to people. I was like, if you could come over, you could absolutely lick the beaters. And I realize that's super lewd. But yeah, that's yeah. But that is not Dasbiff's proclivity, so that's why I can't say that. Well, I mean, I just did. You know what? Never mind. Moving on. Moving on. Moving on. Okay. So yeah, generally what I do is I may grind up the cookies. I may grind up some more cookies and make a mini cheesecake. I may turn that into, I may like do one big 2 or 3 muffins. It's not. It is a sweet potato cheesecake. So I used candied yams. You can definitely allow that one. That's ribbled. Okay, so can I get, if you're a subscriber of Cypher of Tier, can I please get some respect emotes for my sink right now, because it's an entire damn mess. My sink is an entire damn mess. But that is okay. That is a-okay. So, the next thing up, and this is the thing that we can make, set it and forget it, leave it to do its thing, is going to be mulled cider. Mulled cider is super simple. You basically pour apple cider, throw some spices in there, and then you leave it in a slow cooker for hours. It makes your home, your kitchen, your whatever, smell amazing. If you want to truly invoke your fall spirit, this is the way to do it. Ah, why do I have so many gadgets? Royal Martin, thank you for the follow. Ah. It's always unpleasant when you look over at the drain and just get that sick... You come into my house, into my kitchen, and pun like that? Really? Really? Okay. Alright. This is my house! So we're going to go ahead and put the leftover batter for the cheesecake into the fridge. And now, now it's time for the spiced apple cider. This is a recipe from my blog, but it's super, super simple. And we're going to do it right now. So it says to use 2 quarts of apple cider, my recipe, but I have a gallon of cider, so I'm just going to double that recipe. And essentially, it is the entire jar of cider, cinnamon sticks, whole allspice, whole cloves, and orange. And then, optional, you can add sugar, you can add cardamom, you can add star anise, or anise, depending on how you say it. Let me get this in a better position. Hold on. Wings, you go over there for a second. So, yeah, let's start with the easy stuff. The easy stuff, cinnamon sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that was very unceremonious. Let's see here. A teaspoon of whole allspice. So we want 2 teaspoons of allspice. Oh, it smells so good. So, 1. That's 1 teaspoon. 2 teaspoons. Yeah, this is easy. This is like the easy part. Whole cloves. We want about 30 of these. So let's just count them out. This is the fun part. I get to do math on stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I always keep thinking about the electric company, or, yeah, I think it was the electric company. No, Sesame Street. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right. We need an orange. I think you'll do. No label. Let's give it a quick rinse. Where's my towel? Okay, where's one of my towels? I have like 800 kitchen towels. The electric company. No, Sesame Street. Okay, so this is really simple. If you want to get like if I'm making sangria, I actually would zest it. I would zest this and then add the zest. And you could zest it now if you really wanted to, but I'm not going to spend all that frickin' time. I'm not going to spend all that time. Because, have I said I'm lazy? Totes lazy. Please, I will do my best. I haven't been to the post office in a while, so I'm not really sure how it'll work, but I will do my best. Let's see here. Oh, fresh squeezed OJ, love it. So yeah, I think, hold on, I'm getting orange juice all over everything now. So, again, if you've seen me cook stuff, you know that I don't super subscribe to like, oh my gosh, amazing knife skills and this and that, but essentially you just need to chop this up and get it in there. And you want to try and make sure you have fingers when you're done. This is a navel orange, and I cut it like lengthways so you actually have like the long fingers in there. Can we smell the orange too, please? Sure. Everyone take a deep breath. Inhale. There you go. But yeah, this one is super simple because all you do... Oh, excellent French tuck. Do take care. Thank you. Have a great day. Hey, Jenna! I apologize if I'm missing people in chat, but as I've said before, I try to make sure that I come out of this with intact digits and utensils. So... and this doesn't have to be super specific. If you want to chop these into quarters, you can. It's really just something that's going to simmer in with the with the juice. So sometimes I chop these up into quarters, but I'm not that worried because they're just going to bathe. They're just going to bathe. Okay. Alright. Hey, Jess, welcome on in. Good morning. Playing Ooblets. Nice. Didn't they have just an update of content recently? So, here's where you can go optional. Hey, Pizza Boy. Pizza Boire. Pizza Boire. Like Pizza Noir. So... At this point, this is all you need. Essentially, cinnamon sticks, whole allspice, cloves, and oranges. Optional now, you can add cardamom, but I will say be very careful when adding cardamom pods because they will take over the entire dish. Cardamom pods will take over the entire dish. I'm gonna add like one. What do I say? Do I say one or two? I'm gonna add two, but they'll take over the whole dish. So I'm just going to add 2 cardamom pods. They're delightful. The cardamom is lovely, but it will take over everything. And then I'm going to add some star anise. Actually, I've got a big bag of this. Hold on. Oh, lovely. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. We'll do 3. I try to always squeeze the air out of my bags when I use them. And if you want, hey, Dan the Man. Yes, thanks. If you want, you can add some sugar, or you can add some brown sugar. I'm not going to do that. But if you're and taste your cider. If your cider is tart rather than sweet, which I'll taste it right now. Wow, no, that is sweet. Okay, so I'm also going to squeeze these in. These are just like the orange butts, so I don't use them. But if your cider is more tart, then add some brown sugar. Like a 1/4 cup of brown sugar or more, depending on your taste. Or when you're done. Taste it then and stir the sugar in then. The sugar should kind of wait to see if you actually need it before adding it in. So that's it. Next thing you do is you add the cider, which oh no, it's fine. This is good. Oh! That was splashy. And you're gonna want to have a 4 or 5 quart. You're You're going to want to have a 4 or 5 quart or more crock pot for this, which is why my recipe actually makes half this much. It makes half this much because, yeah, this is pushing this to its limits, but that's okay. So, do I add alcohol to my cider? Later. Killer Moose, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. Oh gosh, no, Scott, no. Store-bought apple cider is just fine. Farm-bought apple cider is better because it supports your local farmer. Oh, I lost track of what I was going to say. Yes, I do actually add... I do add alcohol to it later. I do not add alcohol when I'm cooking it, because that's a waste. But yes, you can add a number of things to this. You can add dark rum, you can add bourbon, you can add regular rum, you can add vodka. You could, there's actually something where, it's called a golden apple. Where you actually, you put the champagne glass, you rim it in golden syrup, and you put apple cider, and then you pour Prosecco on top of that. Apple brandy would be great. Cognac would be great. If you have Cointreau. Like, essentially, you've got great spiced cider. You can do whatever you want with it. Turn it into ice cubes, and then use that to serve like turn it into ice cubes and use that for whiskey rocks. Perfect. But the easiest part of all, I just turned my slow cooker to low, and I'm going to let it go for 4 to 6 hours, and that is it. That's it. This is just going to sit here. That's all. That's it. This is now the star of the stream. It's just going to sit here, doing nothing in the background, heating up. Do come back and stir it later. After about an hour or two, it's going to start giving those aromas. It's gonna smell good. If you don't have a lot of time, turn it to high for 2 to 3 hours. I have said if you're having a party and you're having people over, and I realize right now this is a kind of a silly piece of advice to give, but do this roughly an hour or two before people start showing up, and have this going. When they come in, they'll be like, oh wow, it smells amazing in here. You know, there's a reason why when people show empty apartments and show empty houses, they have like cinnamon and apple and they bake cookies, because it feels homier. Hey, Wireless Riot, welcome. You've never seen such a massive jug. I feel like that's kind of dirty, but not. But yeah, so they sell it in gallons here, and I'm going to just try and push this over to the side, because now I need to put everything away. I need to put a lot of stuff away because I need my counter back. So pardon me while I put my spices back in the cabinet. And that's empty. I like saving these jars, but it's empty now. So we have about 40 minutes on the cheesecake. The apple cider is just going to mull for a while. So now it's time to move on to some cocktails. I was about to put my spices back in the fridge. I don't know why. Trying to deal with trash while you're doing the things. Okay. My kitchen is a damn mess now, but that's fine. That's just what happens. Hello, Bean. Bean is Sess's cat. At least I hope that was Bean, and that Sess hasn't fallen on the keyboard. Hey, Malavant, welcome on in. Also, congratulations. I'll just say it all. I'll just keep saying it. Congratulations! So we've done the wings. Oops, hold on. We've done the wings. We've done the cheesecake. We've done the cider. What's left is cocktails. It is cocktail hour, and the first we're gonna make is a French 75. It is one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite drinks to order. If I just want something that's cute and bubbly and tart in a bar when I don't know what to order, I just order a French 75 because generally they know how to make it. It's not like they're not gonna look at me and go like, "What is that?" They know how to make it. It's all good. So, I'm just gonna leave that there for the second while I get my no. Stay. Okay, fine. Never mind. Oh, look, simple syrup. That's right. And do you know what? I actually don't have any simple syrup right now. So do you know what? I'm going to make simple syrup right now. Keep that up. I'm gonna melt you down for simple syrup. Have I ever had an Arnold Palmer with cider instead of lemonade? No, I've never had one, although now I want to make one. Okay, let's see here. I know this is taking up a lot of space. Hey, Waking Oni. Yes, it's an electric kettle. Yes, yes, it's an electric kettle. So let's see here. You can say you've never used simple syrup. It is a base. So there are a lot of recipes, a lot of cocktail recipes call for sugar. And when you're in the middle of, like, say you know, basically a lot of your cocktail recipes call for sugar or a sugar cube. And you don't want to have to mix sugar in when you're making stuff. Simple syrup is essentially a water-sugar blend. So it's essentially liquefied sugar, and you can add that quickly as a liquid ingredient so you don't have to stir it. I love my electric kettle. I love it. I love it. And yes, having a kettle in America is a bit different. I won't say weird, but having an electric kettle in America is weird. Having a kettle, not so much. Hey, Jellicle. But the ability to make boiled water like that, lovely. So essentially, y'all know the deal. I am going to take an equal measure of sugar. And I'm going to add hot water to it. Ah, am I the everything nice? I'd like to think I'm the everything nice, but I don't know. But yes, we also have other kettles, like stovetop kettles, wood-burning kettles. If you have the mocha pot, you have the mocha pot kettle. Oh yeah, I don't have wireless. It's wired, but it's all good. So, yeah, this is gonna be a little noisy for a moment. While you wait for your water to boil, have wings. So yeah, it's just this simple. Oh, my cord is trapped under the other thing. And that's simple syrup. The reason you don't even have to use hot water, but hot water makes it faster. And there are different ratios for simple syrup. Some people do 2 times as much sugar to 1 time water. I've never seen three times sugar to 1 part water. You can cool the syrup, but you don't have to. And this works for other things. Like if you want to do honey, same thing. Do 1 part honey to 1 part water, and then you have honey simple syrup. If you want to make flavored simple syrups, what I would suggest, instead of just using the kettle, I would suggest you actually boil the water and boil spices on the stove with the sugar. So if you had you want to do vanilla simple syrup, I would make that on the stove so you actually have more time to boil them together. But if you have cinnamon sugar, you can make cinnamon simple syrup, which cinnamon simple syrup is hard to say. Cinnamon simple syrup. You can also make that, because that'd be great for fall stuff. Add a little cinnamon simple syrup to your tea. Get those fall vibes going. And that's it. All dissolved. So yeah, normally, and I'm actually going to add a splash of vodka to this because that helps it go a little bit faster. Sorry. That helps it keep a little bit longer. Brain, sorry. Just a splash of vodka because now this may not last long enough, but if you were making some to give away, making some to keep, or just planned on making a ton and leaving it in the fridge for a while, it helps it keep, because otherwise this will mold in the fridge. They say when you make it, it keeps for about a week in the fridge. It doesn't last long enough for me to worry about it. It legitimately does not last long enough for me to worry about it. So that's the simple syrup part. That's all done. My crock pot is heating up. I can feel it heating up. I just make sure nothing's around it that can catch on fire. So we're making a French 75. Yes, as Seth says, you can also sterilize the jar. I mean, it's a food thing, so like with any food thing, but especially this, make as much as you're gonna make. Like I've actually just made, I've made it on the fly, just enough for the 1 drink I'm making, so. Alright. So. I don't know if you could freeze it. I mean, if you can freeze like popsicles, like you can make Kool-Aid and turn it into popsicles, then yeah, you could freeze simple syrup. Put it in a silicone tray. That way you can pop it out Yeah, why not? So again, a French 75, it's a very simple drink. It is, come here. It's 1 ounce of gin, a half ounce of lemon juice, a half ounce of simple syrup, and then top it up with champagne. So, let me get out my shot glass. And I do have a fancy cocktail shaker, but... Oh, you could make a vodka 75 has a different name. But again, make what you like. Cocktail proportions are a guide. You can change the spirit, change the ingredient, change the addition. You can make your own thing. Like you can change the lemon juice for lime juice if you like lime juice. You can change, you know, like you can do whatever you want. If you don't have champagne, you know, put white wine. It's fine. As long as you enjoy the final result, it doesn't matter. And it literally doesn't matter. So where'd my gin go? There's my gin. So I picked this up yesterday. It is district made. It is actually made from a local distillery. It's a dry gin. As I've been told, it's dry. It might have a touch floral. It might be a touch floral, but I generally do like floral gin. Isn't it a very pretty bottle? Let me see how to open it. So, and I will say again, thank you for coming along. Thank you for coming along with me on this ride of doing things and odd stuff and strange things. And oh, yay, welcoming cake. Yeah, this is like, it's mostly dry. I got a little bit of a floral note from it, but it's mostly dry. Hendrix is good. Hendrix is good. I like Bulldog. I like Tanqueray. I love Bombay. I love all gin. I absolutely love all gin. I am a gin drinker. Absolutely. I say that so it's an ounce of gin. I say sometimes I have my little old lady days where I just make gin cocktails and watch some, like, put on music like this and watch something lovely on television, and I'm like, yep. So it really depends. Gin is gin, but a lot of gins are, they're made with different herbs and spices in them. So it really depends on how you want to affect the note of your drink. A basic gin is just kind of juniper. It's like a gin is almost, not even almost. Gin is kind of a spiced vodka. It just depends on what they put in it as to how it's going to turn out. The reason that if you've ever heard the term bathtub gin, it's because essentially what they did during Prohibition is they just poured vodka in bathtubs, a bunch of spices, stirred it around, and eventually, and then, they did other things to it to change it a little bit. But yeah, so if you like floral, if you like cucumber, if you like lemony, if you like spicy, if you like super flowery, you can get gins that do all those things, and that just depends on the kind of drink you want to make. This is not the right bottle. That's the right bottle. So then we're gonna go with see, yeah, like and yeah, if you you taste a Bombay Sapphire and it tasted like weird celery. Yes, I can understand that. If you, when we're able to go out, or if you have somebody who's reliable on hand, ask somebody who's a bartender, hey, I'd like to try X spirit, but I don't know. I'd like to try X spirit, but I don't know if I like this spirit, they'll probably tell you, oh hey, you should try looking up this one, or try it in this kind of drink or that kind of drink. So that's a half an ounce of lemon juice, a half an ounce of simple syrup that we have just made for you live on stream, because apparently I will never live down the fact that I said it's not okay to buy it. It's not okay to buy it. And the recipe actually asks for you to, we're going to go ahead and shake this up with some ice. And then we're going to very carefully, very carefully try and get it in here without ruining anything. Because as I said, I'm not using a fancy cocktail shaker. This is a, this is a pasta sauce jar and just a strainer. I have cocktail shakers, but meh. I'm not playing Jenny LeClue today, but thank you, bot. Thank you for that. Oopsie. I am making a mess, I have realized, but whatever. I'm making a little bit of a mess, but it's okay. It's my kitchen. I can do what I want. And then we simply top that up with champagne or Prosecco or sparkling wine, what have you. There's a lot of smoke coming off of my oven, and I was just checking. But I think what's happening is some of the chicken splatter is just smoking, so we're all good. I just want to check. I use Prosecco. Ooh, the honeybee or the bee's knees. The bee's knees, which is what I've heard it seen as, is, yeah, I usually try to get it out later. In terms of smoke, I try to turn the oven on and open the windows and all that. Hey, Trickster, if you do exclamation point menu, you'll see it. But today on the stream, we have made coffee. We have done some wings, which you can kind of see in the background over here. We've made a cheesecake, which is in the oven. And now we've done mulled cider, which is in the crock pot. And now we're doing some cocktails. I'm currently making a French 75, which is gin, lemon juice, simple syrup, and Prosecco. So, hey Tron, welcome. Thank you for the resub, and thank you, Nick, for gifting that sub. You're so generous and kind. I can't even with you. Now there's sugar in this, so fuck. There is sugar in this drink, so you kind of have to be careful when you pour it. Things happen. Things happen. So, I love one of these for like topping for basically topping the champagne. It's great. Because as we know, some things just like to be topped. Now, you can garnish this with a lemon peel. I'm going to try to do that now, but I am not good at garnishes. But I do have a lemon. But I am not great at garnishes, so we'll see how this works. This is a lemon zester with a channel knife. I'm going to try to use the channel knife part of it. Let me so you can see that. The channel knife part to get a nice like piece of lemon, but it doesn't always work out. We'll see. Hey, I think we did it. There you go. Okay, so it's okay. And now you can cut the lemon up and make lemonade later. So this is a French 75. And it's a good brunch drink. It's a good after dinner drink. It's a good pre-dinner drink because you've got the sweet, you've got the lemon, and you've got the gin. Gin is a great digestive, I think, cocktail. Spirit. If you're gonna have it like pre-food or post-food, I think gin is one of those things that is like, it kind of gets your stomach ready for eating, or helps it. So that is my opinion. As I say, your monkeys may vary. The phrase is your miles may vary, but I had a friend who would always say YMMV in his sign-off, and I was like, what does that mean? Your monkeys may vary? You know? And he was like, miles, and I'm like, whatever. So, we got about 18 minutes on the cheesecake. When I did peek in on it, it had puffed up very nicely. I apologize, I'm not really going to be able to show you what it looks like, because I want to leave it in the oven. Yeah, I shouldn't really I shouldn't show you what it looks like because I want to leave it in the oven, so, okay. So French 75, which we are going to enjoy, and then we'll move on to our second cocktail. Hey, Slathino. Hello, Jess Beast. Wow. So, yeah. No S. Sorry, one S at the end. Yeah, sorry, no S's. It's just Oshel. And, yes. And I know it's a little pre-brunch time, but we manage. So, it's Oshel. I do prefer them. I prefer them just fried or baked without sauce because it's messy. Wings are messy enough, and then I don't want to always have to wipe my hands. So the French 75 we're going to leave here. I know that this is getting very messy, but again, sometimes there's not a lot you can do. A kitchen is what? What? Trans rights are nice, and trans rights are human rights. I had to run to the other room to see what it was. So the other cocktail I'm gonna make, and this is it's easy but not easy. It's easy but not easy. Is a Sazerac, and again, I will provide these recipes in my Discord later. But essentially, and I don't have this, can I just, wait, can you focus on that? Oh, wait, come on. So, this is a sugar cube, Peychaud's bitter, rye, and herb salt. And the reason this one is longer is that, hey, Buster, yes, the reason this one is longer is that it takes a little preparation. So a Sazerac is one of those where you actually coat the glass with either absinthe or herb salt. Herb salt is the original. It's like the original, and herb salt. I do have absinthe as well, which looks more like a potion that I would sell you. But we're going to use herb salt because I have so much of it and I don't know what else to do with it. For this, we'll use a coupe glass. Or, well, it says an old-fashioned glass, so let's use that. I'm going to be super fancy and use these glasses from Dragon Glassware. They're really cute. Raving Sock Monkey, who I believe is still in chat, suggested them. They were on sale at Amazon. They are fucking adorable. So what we do with this is, though, I'm going to pop this in the fridge. Which I admittedly should have done before, but things are moving. So the way to make this, and this is like a, people will say like this is a classic New Orleans drink. New Orleans. I know how to say things. New Orleans. I know how to say things. It's a classic New Orleans drink. It originated there. Some people argue that the Sazerac is America's first cocktail. Hey, if you're looking for the Discord, definitely ask a mod. But you're welcome to join. But ask if a mod can do ! Discord. There also may be a link under my stream, I'm not sure. They would argue that this is one of the first cocktails. I've done the research and that is not the case. But if you want to ever sit down over cocktails and argue which is the first cocktail in America, I'm happy to do that with you someday when we can be around each other. I am very happy to do that. Essentially, the best way to do this is I mix everything in one glass, and then I transfer it, once it's all mixed up, to the other glass. So this one actually calls for a sugar cube. Now, it's fine. I'm going to smash it up. I'm going to try my best to blend it up, and that's okay. But this is a reason where if you really were feeling lazy, and I don't mean lazy in a bad way, I simply mean, when I say lazy, I'm using it for myself, and generally what I mean is I don't have time, I don't have the energy, or I don't have the inclination. So if you want to use simple syrup for this, that's okay, but we're going to go ahead and use a sugar cube and some Peychaud's bitters. So we'll start with that. And once the sugar cubes get to the, once you've threw them all, then you gotta shake them up to get one out, and it's a pain. Hold on. There we go. One sugar cube. And then Peychaud's bitters. About 3 dashes. Dashes of bitters suck because every container only has that tiny little pinhole at the top. And you end up getting a dash in there when you turn it over anyway. So, your bitters may vary, and that's okay. But the minute I turn this over, I'm gonna get bitters in there anyway. So, the point is you shake the bitters onto the cube so it gets completely flush with the bitters, so it's nice and red now. I have not been to New Orleans since... Oh, it's been a long time, actually. It's been a very long time. I have been invited several times to go for Southern Decadence, and I have always said no. And we're not going to discuss what Southern Decadence is here today. You can look it up, but make sure that you clear your browser history. And then we want to add to that 1.5 ounces of whiskey, or bourbon, or rye. This works better with rye. There is an actual Sazerac rye that is specifically because there's somebody who makes a specific spirit that best goes with this drink. But you can use any rye. I'm going to use Rittenhouse rye. Where'd I put it? Oh God, where's my rye? I'll be right back. There we go. So this is Rittenhouse rye. It's just a simple rye. It's 100 proof. So it's 100 proof. So, I'm a professional. But this is actually this is a lot of places. This is a house rye. This is a house rye. So you'll go to a lot of bars in DC, and this will just be what they serve as if you don't specify a rye, you may get Rittenhouse, and that's fine. So what is this? 1.5 ounces of this. I actually go with 2 ounces because what can I say? I like a drink. So we're going to go with 2 ounces of this over the sugar cube, which we have saturated with the Peychaud's bitters. If anybody's watching who's a bartender or from New York, I'm sorry. I might be making things wrong, but they're tasty. If I'm headed to a barbecue with a friend, I don't know anyone there, what dish am I bringing? Cheesecake. Because if I don't know anyone there, I'm bringing the best thing I got in my arsenal. If I don't know anyone there, I'm bringing cheesecake because everyone loves it and it's the best thing I got. And everyone loves a good cheesecake. Like, will I flex? Will I stunt? Absolutely. So, you know, the sugar cube is pretty much already, who hates cheesecake? Well, I guess you're not eating any then. Oh, sorry. So this is a cocktail muddler. It has little pointy edges on the bottom. It's meant for like smacking herbs and other items. But you can also use a spoon. You can just wait. Excellent. I look forward to however we go, whatever happens. And I will do my best to move the narrative along for my character as best I can, because I know we have a limited time today, because it's a busy day. So we just want to kind of swirl that around, melt the sugar as best we can. You walking off the screen. I have a horror story. It's a horror story. So somebody had a party, and it was like a Thanksgiving-ish affair, Christmassy. No, it was like Halloween, Thanksgiving-ish affair. So I made my sweet potato cheesecake, and I brought it. And they said, "Oh, what is that?" And I said, "Cheesecake." And they're like, "Great, we'll put it in the fridge." And then later, as we were getting to desserts, the cheesecake never made it out of the fridge. So I took that whole ass thing back home with me. They were like, "Can we get a piece?" I'm like, "Well, no, I'm going home now. Bye, I gotta go. Bye, my car's here. Bye. Bye." That's good. So yeah, we have added a sugar cube, some Peychaud's bitters, 2 ounces of rye, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a touch of the absinthe, or the herb salt, depending. I'm sorry. First, we also need to let's mix this with ice to cool it. Hey, Chillimax. So we're gonna cool it down and chill it. Ooh, big sleep's nice. And so what we're gonna very carefully do, and this is like the messed up part, is a lot of people will have like a cologne or a perfume mister, like for this. I don't, so I very carefully pour, and they say 1/4 ounce, which is about enough, but it's actually too much. And essentially, you pour it in, and you coat the glass. You can swirl it, you can do the very careful, tight curves with it. This is a special shaped glass, so I'm probably not going to get very close to all the edges, but essentially, the best way to do this is if you have a cocktail mister, is to just fill it with the absinthe, fill it with the herb salt, and spritz it in. Spritz it all over. And when you're done, I actually poured this back in. They say you shouldn't, but ain't nobody eating my shit but me. So, I now have 1 glass that is coated with herb salt. the herbs. I know the caption probably can't keep up with that at all. And then we take our rye and our bitters and our sugar, and we pour it in. Oof, pardon me. And the best part about this is it is super simple to make. It is super simple to make. It is essentially, if you just want a nice, strong rye whiskey forward drink, you can also make it with bourbon. You know, you can make it with you can make it with whiskey or bourbon. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm sure the captions have no idea what I'm saying, but yeah. So essentially, there you go. These glasses are designed to, it's designed for sniffing. It's also designed just to look really fancy, but yeah. So yeah, the Peychaud's bitters gives it like a touch of red. So it's a lovely red drink. If you have like that bar, that cocktail lighting, like I have RGBs under my counter. So sometimes I turn them on and take that. You see my cocktail pictures like it's from the lights. But hey, oh, I'm gonna say Charlotte or Charlet, welcome. So yeah, and then we have a bit of this. Oh, it's delightful. Oh, it's really good. Oh, it's so good. Now I am mixing my boozes, which even I, as a professional drinker, don't advise you to do very much. But we are making multiple drinks today, so that's why. But I don't advise you mix, like, unless you know what you're doing. Don't always mix your spirits in your body, not in your drinks. Mix your spirits however you want in your drinks. So let me finish up here. Let me put some things away. I'm trying to move quickly and swiftly on. I'm gonna have such a mess to clean up later. Oh my god. Okay, so we have made some lovely roasted wings in the oven. I'm probably gonna have to put these back in because they're, let me just make sure they're fine. Oh no, they're awful. You don't want any of these. These are like the worst. Yeah. I'm gonna take care of these. I'm gonna take care of these so you don't have to see them anymore. Don't worry about it. Also realize I haven't actually had any food today, so I should have something with these drinks. So yeah, we make wings. Oh, whoops. I didn't check to see if it was jiggly. Hold on. Yes, I gotta check to see if it's jiggly. It is jiggly. It has actually risen all the way up to the top of the parchment. So it didn't, so it almost overflowed, but it didn't. Oh no, oh no, that sucks. So you'll see more of that later, but I'm going to leave it in the oven, and it's going to cool. It's basically going to continue to cook, continue to set, and I will show you pictures of that later. I apologize that I can't show you pictures of it now. I would have had to make it, like, another night. So, but yeah, we had the wings, we had the cheesecake, we did the mulled cider, which again is really, really super simple. It is adding some spices and a sliced up orange to apple cider, and setting it on low in a slow cooker for 4 to 6 hours, or high for 2 to 3. You can also do it on the stove. You can add all this stuff to a big stock pot and simmer it. Just keep an eye on it so it doesn't boil over, and it just makes your house smell amazing. We have made a French 75 using gin and lemon juice and simple syrup, which we made live on stream. Do not buy it, do not buy it, do not buy it. Unless you want to, in which case then do. I mean, it's fine. So yeah, gin, lemon juice, simple syrup, and topped off with Prosecco. And then we made a Sazerac, a New Orleans cocktail, which is sugar cube, Peychaud's bitters, rye whiskey, and then coat the glass with herb salt, chill the ingredients, stir them up, and pour them in. But now, the moment that I know all of you have been waiting for, I know everyone's been waiting for. Now we come to this. So I don't know if Brian Cortillo is still in chat, but Brian Cortillo is very kind enough to get these at a local Walgreens and send them to me. And I will say right now, I do not give one flying fig what your opinions on candy corn are. I know that some people like it and some people don't like it. So it's fine if you don't like it, because you are not the one eating it. I will say though that this level of vitriol was not around when, as I said in my stream, Jones Soda in 2005. Jones Soda in 2005 did a pack of sodas that was Thanksgiving dinner. And everybody was like, what? That's cool as hell. That's weird. I gotta get a hold of that. I gotta try that. But now candy corn, and all of a sudden it's like, Jones Soda is also cursed. The Froget is also cursed. But you get your choice of toppings. So let me see here. We have a lot of different flavors, so we'll try and split them up a little bit, but I may not be able to do that. So let me see here. What's the best way to do this? Let's move this over here. Let's not worry about that. Let's instead... Oh. Perfect. Let's do this. There we go. I'm always like backwards and forwards and forwards and backwards and ooh. So the Brach's Turkey Dinner Candy Corn, essentially a Walgreens representative said, hey, do you remember the Jones Thanksgiving Dinner Candy Corn? I wonder if we can do something ridiculous and silly like that, get people excited for it, and then send it out to local whatevers. And it worked. People bought it up so much that it was going on eBay. These were going on eBay for like $12 a bag. Because people. My local Walgreens did not have any, so as I said, Brian sent me some, and we're gonna give it a shot. The flavors are green beans, roasted turkey, cranberry sauce, ginger glazed carrots, sweet potato pie, and stuffing. I'm going to put my simple syrup in the fridge. I'm going to get some water. I'm going to get some water because I may need that. There is actually a candy corn. There's actually a candy corn mixed with chocolate coated peanuts, which is delicious. Okay, it's 10:30. I'm gonna be running. I'm gonna be running after this to get ready for Dungeon Crossing, but it does not matter because we're having fun. So, shall we? Oh, okay. Oof. That's interesting. It's interesting. Okay, so let's see here. Trying to find some other colors. There's not a lot of red ones here. Not a lot of, like, I'm guessing the red is cranberry sauce. Okay, so we got that. We have, looks like, I'm trying to sort them out by color, and then maybe we can guess what they might be. I see green, which is obviously the green beans. I'm guessing we have a brown and yellow, which might be the turkey. So we got green beans. I'm guessing for roasted turkey, ginger glazed carrots, sweet potato pie. Huh. This is kind of hard to. And this is one of, if you ever looked at my candy corn tasting. If you ever looked at my candy corn tasting blog post, one thing about candy corn is it needs to have an appropriate color to warn you of what its flavor is. So, hold on a second. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got green. It looks like brown and yellow, white and yellowish, brownish and white, yellow. Okay, so I think these are our flavors. I think these are our flavors. So, oh my gosh. Well, thank you for finding that, Dazbiff. I appreciate it. No, I mean, I love candy corn. The experimental candy corn is a thing. This is the strangest charcuterie board I've ever seen. Look, at least it's not a charcuterie board. So we're gonna try what we think these are. Okay, let's start with the obvious. We'll go with green beans. Green beans. Sorry for the mouth sounds. Okay, it just smells like candy corn. It's not savory. Thank you, JA. Thank you for hanging out. I will see you again soon. And take care. It's not savory. It is sweet, but it has a very strong butter and a little bit of salt to it. So this is more, so what's the, if anyone knows the joke about LaCroix sodas, it's as though you're drinking sparkling water and somebody yelled the name of a fruit from the other room. I think the concept of this is you have red green beans on the bag. You see it's green. There's a touch of salt and butter to this one, but it doesn't actually taste like green beans, which, let's be honest, is good for a candy. But, yeah, I would say the main note I'm getting in this is buttery. So yeah, it's like you made green beans and then top them with butter. And so yeah, I'm not really getting a veggie from this, and that's okay, because it's candy. Cess, really? Cess, really? Really? Y'all are a mess. Yeah, it is better than the flavor of canned green bean juice, straight up. Okay, so I'm not sure which one is roasted turkey. I'm gonna guess it's the brown. I'm gonna guess it's the brown with the yellow here. I realize on stream they may be coming off a little differently. I don't... Okay, Cess, name one thing that tastes green. Name one thing that tastes green. No, you can't just throw that statement down. I feel like I should have a board behind me, Family Feud, like #1 answers on the board. Show me green jello. Okay, so grass taste. Wow. Y'all are ready. Y'all were really ready. There is no guide. So the back of the bag is just the back of the bag. It actually says... Oh wow, no, it has nothing to do. It just says taste the joy of everyday moments. Yeah, no, it has it just... So you're kind of on your own. So we're gonna guess that these are the turkey dinner. Cilantro. Well, some people can't taste cilantro well. So, alright. We're gonna try these. Sorry, I forgot to smell it. Hold on. Again, it just smells sweet. It doesn't smell like the flavor. That could be because it's in a bag with a bunch of other flavors. Now, when candy corn is a single flavor bag, everything smells like it too. But because it's in a bag with a whole bunch of others, it just smells like candy corn. So let's see what this is. Oh, this is the stuffing. This is the stuffing. There is a spice. There's herbs, like herbs in this. This is, Okay. Wow. This tastes like stovetop. If you made stovetop into a candy, this is like stovetop stuffing as a candy. Yeah. Or, you know, not stovetop, or if you make stuffing from scratch, that's what this is. You have all those herbs and spices as a part of the undernotes of this candy. It is still sugary sweet. It still has that candy corn honey sugar taste, but this is like stovetop stuffing as a candy. That's good. That's good. Okay, so that was the stuffing one. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's try what has to be the cranberry sauce. Again, no smell. So I'm probably not going to check the rest of them for smell. But if you note that when I did the candy corn tasting before, I did check the smell because the smell is part of the taste. But these have been in the bag with other flavors for so long that I don't think that they are. I don't think that they're going to have a unique smell to them. So let's try what has to be the cranberry sauce, which I actually don't like very much. I don't like cranberry sauce. I don't like it in the can. I don't like it like is homemade. I'm not a fan. So berry, tart, but not tart enough. It does. It's okay. It's okay. Wait. Okay. So when it hits like the back of your tongue, you know, like when you eat and as you breathe in, when your nose gets involved in the tasting of something, how it changes, there is more of a tangy tart flavor. Like the more I'm like, but I will not say this tastes like cranberries. It does not taste like cranberry sauce. It definitely has some brighter berry notes, but I would almost say it's a bit more like a cherry or a lemony, like a lemon cherry flavor. Yeah, my dad specifically for Thanksgiving, like he's like, "Where's the cranberry sauce?" And I'm not allowed to like mash it up. It's like, no, it has to come in the can, slither on out, and put it in the fridge so it stays in that shape. You need the ridges. The ridges are extra flavor. The ridges are extra flavor in the cranberry sauce, apparently. Okay, so as cranberry go, well, it's not bad. But I'm also looking at the bag. Oh, fuck. Well, some went into the sink. There's not a lot of cranberry in here, actually. When I look in the bag, there's not a lot of cranberry in here. So cranberry appears to be the, you know. Pardon me for swearing. So what do we think is next? Okay, so I had stuffing. I don't know what I'm gonna guess that this is maybe turkey. That maybe this one is the turkey. I'm gonna guess. We have a specific dish for cranberry sauce too, but it's still the ridges. It's gotta be the ridges. We have a very specific dish that is only for cranberry sauce. So let's see what this one is. Again, no discernible scent. This is the turkey. Oh wow. Okay, so again, very much with the stuffing. There are herbs. There's a good dose of salt. It's not quite gravy. Not quite gravy, but there are. I sure did sniff, didn't I? Dang it, Jellicle, dang it.
Candy, food candy. Bring that food candy up in here.
Welcome on in, Kelly. I hope that you're doing really well. Oh goodness. So, yeah, this is it's a bit salty. It's got an herbaceous note. It doesn't taste like turkey, but this is clearly the turkey one. Yeah. If I had to eat candy that tasted like meat, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. If I had to eat candy that was supposed to taste like meat, I'm okay with this. Woo.
Meat candy.
So we are down to two. One of these is ginger glazed carrot, and one of these is sweet potato pie. One of these is ginger glazed carrot, and the other is sweet potato pie. What do we think? You're concerned that these two will taste similar. You're not wrong. I have talked to somebody, and they said that the ginger glazed carrot had a strong ginger feel. Hey, Lunar, welcome. Hi. They said the ginger glazed carrot had a strong ginger note to it. So you think? Oh. Look, I've not been in the presence of a strong ginger in quite some time, Kelly. So I miss your face. So let's give this one a try. Let me get some water. You think, okay, so you think white and yellow is sweet potato. They think the darker one is carrot. All right, we'll go for it. Oh, because the white being the marshmallows. Okay, well, let's try the let's see if we're right. No help with the smell. The smell is of no help. So we just have to dive on in. But yeah, so we're thinking that this is the ginger glazed carrots. Yep, that's ginger. That is ginger. And again, a touch of... I think they're using salt to kind of give the idea that you're having a vegetable, but it's a salty sweet for like a carrot. But then the ginger is not. Now it's not as snappy as fresh ginger, but my tongue is making the same. My tongue is doing the salivating as if I were having that fresh ginger snap to it. Like, so yeah, I would say if you like ginger flavored candy, you would enjoy the ginger glazed carrot style of this thing. Yeah, this is like a ginger candy with, I say, a touch of salt. Not even like salty, not salty, but a touch of salt, because they're trying to also make your brain. They're trying to make your brain and your taste buds and your sense of smell turn this into the thing that they said. So it's like, if anybody remembers the show Mr. Wizard, he had a thing where he would have one of his like kids, they would hold their nose and eat something, and he wouldn't tell them what it was, and then he said, okay, now let your nose go, and then they would smell it and immediately be able to identify the flavor. This is like that. Like, yeah, if they sold these separately, I suspect, and someone needs to tell them, if you want to do some glazed ginger carrot candy corn next year, they should consider doing it, because it is good. It's good. It's very good. So the last one has to be the sweet potato pie. It has to be the sweet potato pie. Now, my aunt makes a sweet potato pie that will make you slap yourself. So I have very high standards. Like, ridiculously high standards. Surprise, more ginger carrots. God, I swear to God, Jelly Roll, if they did that. Which is, I mean, it inspired me to make a sweet potato cheesecake. Her sweet potato pie is so far unmatched. I know Patti LaBelle has her patty pies. And I know we like to call her Auntie Patty. But my aunt's pie is better. Don't tell Patti LaBelle that. Unless she like magically shows up behind me. In which case, okay. So, sweet potato pie. Let's give it a shot. Pie spices. The secret to this one is pie spices. So they have definitely put the allspice, nutmeg, cinnamon, and ginger in this one. Yep. Essentially, when you ask for a pumpkin spice latte, you could just call it, I call it a PSL because it's a pie spice latte. It's the same spices that you put in a pumpkin pie or a sweet potato pie. But yeah, that's what I get. I get the allspice, I get the ginger, the nutmeg, and the cinnamon from this. No real, her and her flip phone. Jenna, when she whipped out, she was like, I still got a flip phone. I'm sorry. If anyone has not seen the Versus battle between Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle, go to YouTube, find it. It's glorious. But Patti LaBelle is still rocking a flip phone. It's 2020 and she got a flip phone. I'm just saying. Can you imagine texting on a flip phone? You gotta like hit every button like 2 to 3 times just to send it. That's ridiculous. Moliere, welcome. Thank you for continuing that gift sub. I appreciate it. So Dazbiff, oh shit. Have you been taking notes? Oh no. Mmm. 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 Okay, the sweet potato. Okay, sweet potato pie is not bad. Sweet potato pie is not bad. Yeah. Sweet potato pie is not bad. I would say if you don't worry about trying to make all the individual pies. Sorry, don't worry about trying to get all the individual pie spices. Just go find the McCormick's, like the pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie blend of spices. Stir some of that into sugar. Then turn that into simple syrup, and you can essentially have a pie-spiced simple syrup that you can add to your tea, your cider, your bourbon, whatever you like. These are good. These are good. I was not sure. I was not sure how it would go over, but these are quite nice. My only I would say if I gotta say something bad, I would say the distribution of flavors in the bag is not great. So, like, I did a random pour, and I'm not seeing tons of everything here. So I would say the distribution of flavors isn't great, but otherwise these are good. These are, yeah. In terms of what they think is like a novelty or a joke, these are yummy. I would not be surprised if you saw some of these flavors showing up next year in different selections. Perhaps not all of them, but I would not be surprised. Oh, then in that case, Sweet Potato Gaming, I would say that in that case, buy them individually and cut back on the cinnamon. 'Cause yeah. I think for me, and I know everybody tastes things differently. For me, ginger, even if it's blended evenly, ginger is the thing that I cannot... I've already voted, leave me alone. Ginger is the thing that I can't fail to notice in something, even when the spices are blended evenly. So I think everybody has a spice that's just going to stand out to them no matter what anyway. Space Valkyries, hello! Yes, one ringy dingy. I wish I had like the whole like operator board. So yeah, that was good. You may see me eating more candy corn later today. And clove, yes, also clove. But yeah, ginger and clove just stand out to me a lot. The cooking is going well. I've got the... It smells good. It smells good. I think the cranberry one is my least impressive. If I had to say, the least impressive is the cranberry one, but I also noticed there's not a lot of cranberry in the bag, so... And that's a good question. Maybe they did it distribution-wise to kind of match. They maybe did it distribution-wise to kind of match what you get in a turkey in a dinner, because the cranberry sauce is like, eh. But hey, Cosmic Overthinker, welcome. Has the pie sat long enough to show us? Let me take a look. I'll take a look. I'm gonna put these back in the bag if I can, because I'm a little bit of a mess right now. Because Brian been drinking and eating sugar. Get over here. Let me get a Ziploc bag to throw these into. I'll be right back. BRB. Actually, no, they're fine. They're fine. Okay. Wow. Okay. Wow. There's candy stuck in my teeth. That's charming. Okay, so let me take a look at the cheesecake and we'll see, because yeah, I should be wrapping up soon. this is actually ended pretty perfectly because it's just about time for me to start food. Cheers. Wait, what does Seth say? Depending on your slang for pie, yes, that was dingable. Depending on your slang for pie. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, let me have a look. Well, if we're going with the slang rules, I would say pie would be on the exact opposite side from cake. Okay, so cheesecake is done. Ooh, let's not knock over my glass. The cheesecake is done. It is still a little, it still needs to go a little longer. So you're gonna get more pictures of this later. But yeah, all of that done in just a few hours. In case you ever have a meal where you need dessert and an appetizer and cider and nothing else. Wow. So, but yeah, wings. And the thing is, I do make wings as a meal, but I usually also have a salad with them. I have like vegetables with them. Sometimes I'll roast some potatoes. I'll like put the wings on a pan and I'll slice up. Oh, take care. Enjoy D&D. Everybody, enjoy your games today. Whatever you're playing, whatever you're doing, whatever you're having fun with this Saturday, have a good time. But sometimes when I roast the wings, I will put, I'll slice potatoes and put them underneath in a pan so I can let them, let the drippings like hit the potatoes. And I will also do like a light spinach and arugula salad. If you have spinach lying around, you can also wilt it in the microwave or on a stove and turn that into like a, saucy. Yeah, I would say please try to eat more vegetables if you can. Try to eat more vegetables if you can. If you find that you just can't eat vegetables, ask a medical professional about the best vitamin supplement for you to supplement those things, because it's really good to take care of your body. More than anything else, right now, it's really good to take care of your body if you can. I won't sit here and be like, eat more vegetables, but make sure you're making that up in other ways if you can. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. So, the recipes for everything will be in my Discord. I will post them all as soon as I have had time to clean. Oh my god, my poor sink. My poor sink. My poor sink. After I've had time to clean up. Clean up this and myself. Yes, it's a sinking mood. It really is. Yeah. I'm getting that sinking feeling. Yeah, that's why I tend to only make one thing at a time. Because it's a lot. But I have alcohol, so whatever. The best thing about a French 75 is if you let it sit too long, a lot of the gin will fall to the bottom. So you just go get your Prosecco and you top it up. And I know a lot of people out there can agree. We do love a good top up. It's a shame you can't just toss all the refuse in sink. I refuse to read that. I refuse to read that refuse pun, Painting Pirate. Not doing it. Nope. Although, Painting Pirate, not being from here, you might not know that one of the major appliance houses basically called their garbage disposal an incinerator. Like, that was their name for the garbage disposal. They called it an incinerator. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, well, see, Painting Pirate is Painting Pirate lives here now, but is not but was not born here, if I'm right about that. So yeah, some of the way back culture from when he would have been alive, but would have been American culture, he wouldn't know. So yeah. Which also, can I get a shout out for Painting Pirate? If I haven't already, I apologize. Painting Pirate, in addition to games, and in addition to raising money for charity, thank you for doing that, also paints minis, like gaming minis, and they are amazing. He recently did a beholder as a rainbow holder, and I am definitely going to one day ask if he can do that as a commission for me, because it was really pretty. It was really, really pretty. So, a garbage disposal is terrifying. So did anybody ever see the movie The Incredible Shrinking Woman with Lily Tomlin? That movie terrified me for garbage disposals forever. Forever. Don't aggressively blush. You should aggressively brush, because your painting is great because it's a brush and you're painting. That's what you should do. You should aggressively brush. This is the level of puns you get at this point. So yeah, if you've ever seen the movie The Incredible Shrinking Woman, there is a moment where Lily Tomlin's character at a certain height gets stuck in the garbage disposal. And it is terrifying because, of course, someone is just so close to turning it on, but not. Oh, terrifying. So, have I done a good enough recap? I mean, I can talk about it again. If I remember everything I made. So yeah, we started out with the wings that what was I saying? Yes. So we started out with the roasted. We can say roasted or baked because we're using the oven for it. I don't fry them. What I do is I brine them and then I chill them in the fridge so they can kind of like dry out a little bit. Then I toss them in oil and cornstarch and I pop them in the oven. High heat, 450 for a half an hour, then move it down to 425 for 15 minutes, then down to 400 for 15 minutes and they should be done. Your miles may vary. Mike, I will honestly say these wings are a little tiny bit overcooked. They're a tiny bit overcooked, but they're still, because I brine them, they're still tender. If you hadn't brined them, you can overcook something and it's ugh. And then after that, we made a sweet potato cheesecake, which is your basic cheesecake, except it's not, because I used 3 packets of cream cheese and 1 can of candied yams, along with a ginger snap crust. You know, and I will have recipes for all these later. And then after that, we made mulled cider, which is essentially, right now I've got a gallon of cider in with 6 cinnamon sticks, a bunch of cloves, a bunch of allspice, some cardamom, some star anise, some oranges, and it's on low. It's on my slow cooker on low. You can just set this and forget it all day. It'll be fine. And then after that, we decided to make some cocktails. We made a French 75, lemon juice, simple syrup, gin, topped with Prosecco. And after that, we made a Sazerac, which is lovely. Sugar, Peychaud's bitters, rye whiskey, and then you coat the glass with herb salt or absinthe, depending on what you have. You can also use wormwood. It depends. Panther Lily, hey! I'm so glad. And when you're off work, I'll hopefully see you in the Discord and chat later, but I hope that your day at work has been going all right. And then we had the candy corn tasting of the turkey dinner candy corn, which It is a thing. It was a thing. I can definitely say a certain, and this is what often happens in the blends, is there's a certain flavor that's a standout that they really should make its own thing, but they may not. It's like when I used to get the Quaker Oats instant oatmeals, and I would always love the banana bread flavor, but they never made the banana bread flavor on their own. Like, they would only ever put the banana bread oatmeal flavor in a multi-pack, and I didn't want the others in the multi-pack, I just wanted the banana bread. I wrote them a letter. They said they were sorry. Oh, thank you, Dazbiff. Very kind of you. I appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody who has been here or who has come in. Tomorrow will be my last morning for my stream to officially be scheduled for the front page. And this has been a wild ride. I'll have more to say about that tomorrow. But up ahead for me today, after I'm hopping off of here, is I got Dungeon Crossing in about an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes. So I gotta move all this stuff back into my couch so I can get ready for some Dungeon Crossing, where our party, the Order of the Sunfish, may face a dragon today. That's the plan. We could also stop inspecting. We could also stop it by inspecting a bush on the way there. Who knows? And then after that, I'm playing in a Star Trek Adventures one-shot for Roll20Con to benefit code 2040, and that'll be on the Roll20 app site. If you go to my tweets. Oh, thank you. Yeah. If basically there's all the info on the Twitters. If you follow me there, if you're in my Discord, you will see it. I cannot thank every one of you enough for being here and hanging out and staying, and I really appreciate it. I really do. I should stop talking because all the liquor be hitting me right now. The liquor hitting as he drinks more. So yes. Oh, and yes, but tomorrow morning we'll be on with the usual Sunday morning Animal Crossing, and we'll see. Like, there may not be enough to do. There might not be anything to do. I might just run around and collect flowers, play another game, and then I'm gonna have brunch. If anyone can do exclamation point brunch, not brunch, but brunch. Exclamation point brunch. There it is. I uploaded the video to Twitch as a video, so it's captioned and everything. But let me see who else is online. Let me see if I can do this. Everything is in the way here. I've got, like, the microphone is in the way of my keyboard. Also, I forgot one thing. Please. Please, please, please. Please, please. Please, 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 please. Please. Vote. If you're in the US and you're eligible, check your voter registration status and go vote. I have got colossal anxiety about the next 10 or 11 days. So please do what you gotta do. I'm not saying, I'm not telling who to vote for. I just want to make sure you exercise that power, because it's the one power you got. So let me see who else is online. Hold on, I apologize because I'm a little bit tipsy. So, but let me see if anybody else in the Creator Growth Program is on. What? There we go. Okay. Oh, so how about we go to Bad Gal Shay, who is playing Among Us. I have feelings about that game. I'm not always a super fan of it, but it's fun. It's fun to watch more than anything else. So let's do this. Let's give a shout out right now. Whoa, I'm sorry. I'm trying to type and it's not working so well because I've been drinking. I'll also remind anyone who's considering doing drinking content on Twitch, the point is that you are not allowed to do it for the express purpose of getting drunk. So, Bad Gal Shay is a member of the Twitch Creator Growth Program, currently on playing Among Us. Let me go to the... There we go. Okay. Oof. Let me start these credits. Let me start my end stuff. And I will chat with many of you in Discord, on Twitter, as usual. Thank you for being here. And yeah, I really hope that you can come back for Dragon Crossing. I'm going to try to stream that along with everyone else. And then we'll be streaming the Star Trek Adventures on Roll20. So let's start the credits. It's time to light the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to play the credit to get the stream away. Whew, my goodness gracious. And I will do my ending stuff. That's my raid call. Hashtag herbraid. Feel free to use the heart emote, a high emote, etc. Those are my socials, which Dazbiff has very dutifully been posting throughout. Thank you very much for that. And that's my Discord. You are welcome to come and join. So wow. Beckett's, Hubs, Gracie, Kiers, Pajama, Elf Fantastic, Oogie Boogie, Hiyoki's Bread, Ellen Wasp, Urzogs, Plant Stepmom, Zach Bird, Charlie Art, Clove, Paige, Xander, Morgana, Snippy, Snappy, Snappy, Scheme, Katie, Band, Pup, Durian, SMLE, Tabatai Cooking, Andrea, Jeannie, Broza, Royal, Turtle, Feral Witch, Allie, Matt G, Vanille, Ninja Kitty, Will Dog, and Near the Edge. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And the subs and resubs. Oh, Bucks, Dazbiff, Liz, Sinziak, Nodworthy, Green-Eyed Hunter, Bionic Shoulder, Sarah, KMC, Killer Moose, Miss Ash Rocks. Thank you for the raid. Overexcited Coconut, Nick, Ran Out of Cake, Glass Flippers, Trombone, Super Rave Monster, Super Potato Gaming, Clockwork Waltz, Sparks 90, Kate Ringbearer, Tim O.B., Arcturus Diablo, Scumfang, The French Tuck 7-M, Pajama Speed. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. I'll start the raid now. And, oh, goodness, hold on. I'm sorry. It's really hard to do this from the kitchen. I also just probably realized that one of my mods has the ability to start a raid, so I should have just asked them to do it. But let's go over there. Let's say hello. I might not be there because I kind of got to get myself together, and I got to eat some of these wings because alcohol. But thanks, everybody. Honestly, I really mean that. Thank you for being here. I will see you tomorrow. I will see you on Tuesday for my normal stream. But yeah, I hope you can come back to my streams today. And if you can, I'd love to see you. But until then, I will see you again officially tomorrow. Everyone have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of others. Be kind. And I will talk to you again soon.